window rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of
We got us a hurricane blowing this way.
Saw that.
I just got the phone call they shut down schools for Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, because it's going to be a 3 when it hits and then down immediately to a 1.
Yeah, but by the time it gets us, it's bare minimal. I was just talking about when my neighbor came over.
Because you're going to clip the south. You're going to get like the southeast edge of it, right?
It's pretty big, like width-wise, but the problem is where I live, dead center of state. No matter what hurricanes ever hit us, it has to be a 5 or a 4 before it hits landfall, or it's not really going to do anything to us.
Yeah, it's just some rain.
Because it's losing 1 to 2 levels by the time it gets to us every time.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a 3 or a 4 and it's moving really fast, it loses way too much power by the time it gets to us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same for us, because we're decent. We're about 60 miles inland, so by the time it hits us, I mean, if it's got some good steam behind it, we can get up to a category 1 this far out. If it's anything higher than that, it had to have been ridiculous when it hit. Because you got to remember,
we've had 3s and 4s roll through. I sat here on this porch when a 4 blew through and just watched these pine trees bending in half trying to touch the damn ground.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we get it. It's not as bad as everywhere else. Like, it's literally a 4 just a number only. Like, it's at the bare minimum. It's like a sneeze away from being a 3 type level 4.
Well, what's messed up about it is the way the categories are measured, and this living in Florida,
strictly in wind speed.
It's in wind speed. So at 119, you're a 3. At 120, you're a 4.
So, that's what I'm saying. It'll be sitting at like 120.1 by the time it hits us. So you give it a half hour of that bullshit, it's down to a 119. It's category 3 again.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
so. Funny. I mean, I don't flip out too much. I'm a little pissed that I didn't get any supplies. I didn't redo any of our supplies for this year because it's like they were saying it was going to be a really low year.
Yeah.
And I'm not going into Walmart. If I will fight a motherfucker, well, I'm not going to fight a motherfucker over water and soup, so I just don't bother. I'm like, we're gonna survive on whatever we have.
Yeah, it'll be in and out. You'll be fine.
Worst comes to worst, we'll cook all the meat we got in the freezer on the grill and just be eating room temperature grilled meats for a fucking couple days. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I guess the worst part is having no power.
Yep, that'd be the worst thing.
Like, the crazy part is, I messaged the chat last night. We actually got rain for like 40 some odd minutes.
Wow.
Like, yeah, and it's supposed to rain again, like today somehow. So
it's a little overcasty out here. I don't know if we're actually going to start getting any of the outer bands today, but it's not sunshiny, so
yeah,
it's not hot either, so that's good.
Yeah, I think that particular storm has like pulled some stuff because like we weren't expecting rain yet, and now we are. So we're not getting anything from it.
It's like really big, like with like I said, like size wise, it's really spread out. So it's probably pushing a lot of stuff everywhere.
Yeah, and then we just had this fucking high pressure zone sitting on top of us for fucking 2 months. It's annoying. Like yesterday's high was supposed to be like 110 real temp.
God almighty.
Yeah, but then it actually came in cooler than that, and then the rain happened. Like I don't think anybody expected the rain, and then all of a sudden it was. It's like, did we somehow miss the part of the weather forecast that said we have like a 50% chance of rain all of a sudden? It's like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, and we'll take it. I mean, like, and because it was already dark by the time most of the rain hit, at least it wasn't evaporating instantly. The world had a chance to cool down. Now, it was a little muggy whenever I left earlier to go to the chiropractor. But, like, nothing absurd because it just wasn't hot yet. I mean, today's still going to be, like, a high of 100.
This says you're not recording still.
No, I'm not recording on StreamYard. I'm recording on OBS.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. No, because recording on StreamYard just sends it to YouTube, and then I have to download it. Then I have to do all that. No, just record straight off.
I was just making sure it just said it on my screen. I looked over and I was like, oh, I thought he was going to hit record.
Yeah, no, I don't do it that way because I just always OBS it. It was we did it that way like twice, but then I can't edit the audio without having to do that other setting where it's like everybody records their individual audio, and then you got to sit here and wait.
Yeah.
Fuck that. But also if it's doing it that way. If YouTube has a problem with it, they'll be like, nope, because it's still going to scan it, because YouTube, will, even though it won't be live, it'll still take it down. It's fucking stupid. So at least until, whether or not Jay shows up, we'll just keep rolling, and then we'll just insert when he gets here. because I haven't even seen a response yet. Although the funny thing is, I'm still getting test results from the ER. So, guys, welcome back to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, episode 67. I had to remember that because I was like, which episode was it again? Damn, I need to bump my own audio. I'm a little low, even though I'm like right in the microphone. Oh, that's why I feel like I'm right in the microphone. The actual fucking foam pad was pulled up. I was like, oh, I'm not as close to the mic as I thought I was. Now I am. But either way, guys, so for the moment, it's me and Rikki.
Yup.
And we will probably, hopefully, be joined soon by a listener who we've been keeping up with his current life story. You know, good old Jay, a.k.a. Jangoza. I talked to him last night as we were getting things set up. We were just kind of bullshitting for a little bit. He was actually helping me with some of my computer stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool. So, seems like a pretty cool dude. Decent audio setup just for, like, whatever headset he's got actually has okay audio. So, hopefully, whenever he shows up, it'll be good. If he doesn't, well, that sucks. But, hopefully he will come on here. He did say he was up for it. He was nervous at first, but then he said, screw it. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So, applause for that. And of course, guys, you can follow me at all my SHOKY related things in the description down below, whether that's the SHOKY Reviews channel, It Doesn't Have to Make Sense channel, or this one. And, like, subscribe to all those things. Actually, I do have reviews lined up. I just, due to my current condition, it's a little difficult.
You should go like super meta and create a SHOKY channel that reviews all the other SHOKY channels.
At
like review your own videos.
At one of my anniversary, I think it was, of my live streaming channel, I went back and watched my first reaction. So nice. I reacted to my initial reaction of something, but I would go back. I would go back and review one of my old reviews, like the old school ones, like on the first year, which actually I didn't even realize.
There you go. You could do SHOKY Reviews. SHOKY. That's your channel name.
Well, the funny thing is, wasn't even paying attention to the date because of everything that's been going on. Last Monday was, in fact, my 7-year anniversary on YouTube.
Congratulations, sucker.
Yep.
Still here.
Got nothing to show for it except for you cool people who listen. Though, actually, I did just get a message on Instagram from someone that wants me to watch their review of their own build.
That's weird.
Yeah, but they're like, "Hey, I'm a big fan."
It's the same thing. It's the same thing that I just told you to do, and it sounds weird when somebody else tells you to do it to them.
Where did I
watch my video of me watching my video of myself?
There you go. Now my question is, where did I put that thing? There it is. Okay, it wasn't on Instagram. It was just on Facebook. So he's like, "Please like and comment on it." And I was like, "Okay." The name sounds familiar.
But don't tell me how to fucking YouTube.
He may have. The name really sounds familiar. I think I've talked to him previously during one of my contests. The name's just. I don't know if he wants his actual name out there or not. I don't know what the channel name is.
Okay.
Let me look. Let me go look. I have not even opened it yet because I've been so busy. Oh, this is actually a short. No, it's just John Andrew Marquez is his @. He's from the Philippines. I guess he just wants me to check out his, because this is just a short. This isn't a full-on review.
Yeah. It doesn't sound familiar.
No, you wouldn't know it. Yeah, is that an MG?
Gundam?
Yeah, it's a Gundam build. Looks like an MG Jagan Type A2 General Rebel type. I think it's got to be an MG because of the turntable size.
You sure it's not 8-ball and MJG?
Shut up. Looks good. It's a really nice build. Paint's clean. Stickers are good. So I know he's not going to listen to this, but if he does, here we go.
No, fuck that. Send him a link to this shit and be like, I want your shit. Listen to our shit.
He definitely has some nub marks, so it's not fully painted. So he's got visible nub marks, but he did top coat it.
Yub nub.
See, I want more details because I want to know what's painted and what's not. Because I can see that he painted the inside of the thrusters white, which they're supposed to be. That's one of those little things where they get the HG
Dude,
kits.
I don't want you to review his video for me because I can't see the video.
I'm not. No, but I'm just getting it for the Gundam people because that is part of my week. The Jagan or Jigan, however you want to say it, it has, so it's got the normal thrusters.
I thought it was a Gaijin.
No. It's got normal thrusters, but the inside edges of the thrusters are usually painted in orange, a yellow, or a white. But none of the kits usually come with that, so you have to paint it yourself, and that's usually a pain in the dick because they're usually gray. So trying to paint white over gray is a big pain in the ass. However, also Gundam related, I do have a Gundam kit to build for the first time in a while because my buddy Corey commissioned me to build it for his son. So,
What are all these Sentai boxes you keep getting? I keep getting all these things in my feed. Sentai unboxing.
that's the Japanese Power Ranger stuff I've been talking about.
Okay.
So,
That's what I thought Sentai was, but I'm like, how are you
super
getting so many of this out of nowhere?
Super Sentai. Yeah, that's Power Rangers. That's where the origin of Power
They
Rangers.
get all the clips. Yeah, I know what that is, but you keep having all it says is Sentai unboxing. I didn't know you were collecting them like that.
Yeah, these are the specific ones I wanted from Uchu Sentai Kyo Ranger.
Yeah, you're making up fucking words now.
It's what the new season / final season of Power Rangers is going to be based on. With
they're actually finally stopping Power Rangers.
They're stopping it as it currently is because Netflix owns it from here on out. So we don't know what the current future is, but this is the final in canon season of Power Rangers.
Netflix is going to die a slow death, so Power Rangers will go with it.
So, well, hopefully what they want to start doing is original ideas instead of just playing off a Sentai from previous years.
The imports and chopping everything up.
Yeah, well,
the wheel. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Fucking Netflix. Power Rangers been doing it for almost 5 fucking years. They obviously figured out a formula that worked. You dickheads. This is why Netflix ain't gonna survive.
Actually, today is in fact the anniversary of Power Rangers on American TV.
Yep.
So, and I think it's actually technically 30. Yep, 30 years.
So for 30 fucking years, it's worked fine. And these dickheads are going to get it and change it because they think they know better.
Well, the problem is it hasn't worked fine for at least the last 10. So
but it's still here 30 years later, so it has worked. It might not be what you want or what some other people want, but they're still getting people to watch that shit.
Not like they used to. That's the problem. It's like then if you get into
I haven't watched since the first Power Ranger movie, so I was out way back then.
Yeah.
But even I know.
So the modern ones. The modern series, of course, they're always adapting other ones, but Sentai is every year. Power Rangers is not, and will usually adapt within 2 years, minimum of a series. But Q Ranger was from 2016, so they're a few years off from that. They're not using the costumes. They made their own. They're not using any of the weapons. Well, at least the main ones in the show. Because they're abandoning the gimmick, like the actual gimmick of the show. Every one of them has their specific gimmick, and they abandoned it completely, and they're just bastardizing it as it goes. That's one reason why everybody's buying the Japanese version of the toys, because the American one that just came out and then immediately dropped in price
they're all
is
nerfed.
Nowhere near as good. Yeah, like less paint, smaller in size, cost more. So the what they call the Cosmic Fury Megazord just dropped 2 weeks ago, I believe, on Amazon. It's an Amazon exclusive currently, and they wanted $72 to $78 depending, and that's more or right at the cost of the original one, which has lights, sounds, a lot of translucent effect parts, and is larger. So you're actually paying more to get less. And then within 2 weeks of its initial drop, it already dropped $20.
Damn.
So if you bought it first, you're definitely going to feel like a fucking chump, because now it's $52.
Secret. If you're an adult still buying Power Rangers, you should feel like a chump 24/7.
If you're an adult still buying, if you're a chump still buying GI Joes, you should feel even worse. Because there hasn't even been a new G.I. Joe series in 20 years.
Exactly, so they're making the good ones again.
Yeah, but they can't even make a series around it.
But they did make a series.
G.I. Joe Extreme.
Was it Commandos or something? It was the one. It was the one where it was like Snake Eyes was like leading the team, and it was Scarlet, Roadblock.
It probably sucked because I don't even know what it was.
It actually wasn't. It had really good. Like a lot of people like it. It came out around the same time, like all the. Like that He-Man reboot, and Thundercat reboot,
yeah,
like all that.
Well, I remember. I remember I'm pretty sure it was called like G.I. Joe Extreme or whatever, and they were all like huge and muscular and shit. And
That was just the toys.
no,
No.
the actual series looked like that too. It
I
wasn't
think
just
no,
that.
I never watched that one. That ain't the one I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know what
This
you're
one was
talking about.
very sleek and slick looking. It looked like the new Thundercats that the dumbasses canceled instead of keep going and all that. It kind of looked like that.
Let me go. Let me do a Google.
As soon
Oh,
as you say it, I'll
how
know
about I don't break things while I'm googling things? Hold on.
it. And make sure you keep an eye in the green room in case Jay pops in.
I will hear it
Sometimes
as
they
soon as he
slip
pops in.
Yeah, sometimes they slip in there and that alert doesn't go off.
Yeah, I see it though. There's a Real American Hero, obviously.
It was like early 2000s.
I know. I know what I'm looking for. Okay, it's only there's Renegades. It was
Renegades.
I
It
don't
was
know.
Renegades.
Is that it? That was one
Yep, it
year.
was Renegades.
That was for
Yep,
one
it only
year.
made it like one season. It was like I said, it was just like that. The He-Man and Thundercats that everybody liked, and they rebooted it. The toys were trash, so the toys didn't sell, so the show got canceled.
Yeah. Well, G.I. Joe Extreme definitely existed for sure.
Yep.
But
And it existed for a while because I remember those stupid
that was
toys.
2
They used to go
years.
2 packs and all that shit. Yeah,
That
they
was
were around for.
that's 95 to 97.
Yep.
That makes sense. That's when all of the
That was,
extreme stuff was happening.
well, that's when they were riding on that
It hurts to say that.
That small soldiers movie. Like was around that same time,
Yeah.
and they were going for that aesthetic because everybody liked that movie, so they were trying to make GI Joes that looked like those guys.
Let me look at this Renegades thing because I've never seen it.
Renegades is good. Like the show itself is good.
I'm gonna go check it out because I might have heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Let me go look. Damn, the screen is bright. Okay, this particular page is not helping me. Kevin Michael Richardson, a few people. He did all the voice acting.
He's the modern Frank Welker.
Oh, that looks so weird. That animation style is strange.
It's very anime looking.
It definitely looks Avatar-ish. I wonder. It's got like a hint of Men in Black in it too, but that would have been significantly later than that. I wonder who did it. Like, who made the fucking show? That's what I want to know.
But it's a good story and it's
IMDb.
good casting.
Never heard it.
It's good. Should go back and check it out.
Creators. Nah, I'm good.
What was that, like 2006, 2007?
No, 10 and 11.
10 and 11?
Yep.
Okay.
Which was literally at the same time as the Thundercats reboot.
Yep.
Trying to figure out who the fuck made it. Show me more information, IMDb.
It was like that whole middle ground where Hasbro lost the fucking the mojo on the figures.
Yeah.
Like Thundercats was out. I know that's not Hasbro, but Thundercats was out. And they were out. I think that's around the same time like the Energon or Unicron trilogy, like one of those was going on that everybody didn't like the toys for, so it went away. Like it was like all around that same area. Like, there was that whole little like 2005, 2012-ish area where everything just kind of stalled.
No. There's all the writing credits, but I want to know what studio made it. That would be useful to me. Thank you. I'm not seeing it. Because I want to know I just want to know who animated it. That's what I was looking at. I guess Googling would be a good idea. It's showing me literally every single person who worked on it, but not who just did the thing.
Yeah.
That would be useful.
Probably Sunbow. Didn't Sunbow still have the animator rights to that shit?
No. Okay, there's distribution. Hasbro Studios, Darby Pop Productions. What the fuck?
There you go, Darby Pop,
What the hell is that?
a company that made that cartoon.
Clearly, but I've never heard of them. But let me see what they've done. Oh, all the Transformers things. So yeah, they've done all of the Hasbro stuff.
They're probably they were like
Yeah,
an
they did.
in-house studio.
Yeah, yeah, they literally have done all the things. I just want to see if there's anything else they've done. But oh well, not worried about it. Okay. So what else? Got some comic books in, and the funny thing is, so I have a bad habit of pre-ordering comics sometimes. You know, especially if they're like hardcovers or whatnot. And then I'll forget I pre-ordered them because they were so far in advance, and then I'll go to the fucking store and end up buying them the day they come out. So I end up with doubles. So I did that. with the last generation Joker comics. So the same day I picked them up was the same day they shipped from the pre-order. And so last Wednesday, I'm like, okay, let's go see what else has come out, because I was fucked up and I wasn't going to go to the. I didn't have a car. That's right. So because Jessica had my keys last week, so I couldn't leave. So I was
that's
stuck.
that one day you took her and left your keys with her or whatever.
No, she took me to the hospital, but I gave her my keys because they were in my pocket, and she went to work with my keys in her pocket.
That's what it was. I remember that.
Yeah, so I couldn't go to the comic book store to pick up comics, so I went online to go see what came out so I could order it. Hi, Harley. Sorry.
She's scratching that door. Keep going. I'm going to tell them to go away.
That's fine. So I ended up going on my mycomicshop.com, not sponsored, but that'd be cool if they did, and went to go see what the new releases were, and it was new Power Rangers comic day. I was like, yay, cool, I'll go order some stuff. Scrolled through the covers. Ooh, that's awesome. Ooh, that's awesome. So I select the stuff, put it in my cart. And then I get the notification when I go to check out. It's like, hey, you got a new subscription box ready to go out if you want to add it to that. I'm like, oh, what do I have in my subscription box? Oh, it's the same comics that I'm currently trying to order. So I had already pre-ordered those comics, and I was about to buy them again from the same place. It's like, oh, motherfucker. So I didn't do that, but those should have been here already. I don't know why they're not. Oh, I know why. It'll ship next week.
I walk through the house because I'm grabbing something, because I get to say something I never really say. I actually picked up some comics this weekend.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm going to go grab them so when I get to mine, I can show them to you.
All right. Sounds good to me. What else? What else did I do? Like I said, I told you earlier before I started recording, I do have 2 FedEx boxes coming. One is from BBTS, one is from Big Shot Toy Works. That's where I get all my weird fucking statues and figures from, like the weird one-off kind of stuff. And the cool thing is, it's like one of 200 statues. Okay. So I'm very excited for this. I've been waiting almost 2 years for it, because the pre-order went in like in the height of COVID, so it slowed all the production down.
Gotcha.
So it shipped from China last week, so it should be here very shortly.
Yeah, I got a package in from SHOKY, and it took fucking forever to get to me. Like, it should have been here before I left, and I didn't get here till after I was gone.
Yeah.
Got stuck at customs. Like, I watched it. It sat at customs for like a week here in the United States.
Well, this one was coming express apparently, so it's moving pretty quickly. Because I saw it as like, okay, China, and I think it was like Thursday it left, and then I checked tracking on Saturday, and it's in Alaska. I'm like, whoa! I was like, that was fast. And then by today, which is Monday, it's already out for delivery. So I was like, fuck, okay. Damn. I was like, man, it's just moving. I was like, I can live with that. So hopefully, and the funny thing is, I think it is FedEx Express, because when I ran tracking, it showed that it was in a local hub, but we don't have a local ground hub. We have a local express hub, which is new in my opinion. Never gotten anything FedEx Express, so hopefully they don't fuck it up. So I'm excited about those things, because my Batman the Animated Series statue, along with
Batman the Animated Series statue.
No, it's mine. And then, which by the way, I also, due to some news we received this weekend, with the sad passing of Eileen Sorkin, I went ahead and ordered, since I've already got the Kevin Conroy representation, I went ahead and ordered the accompanying Joker and Harley Quinn statue. So money I didn't feel like spending, but I went ahead and did it anyways.
You said I'm drinking out of.
Yep, you're drinking out of Harley.
Yep.
Not the dog, but the cup.
But my dog's named after her, so.
Yeah. So I think the statues have like a similar base, so you can kind of key them together. But like the Joker and Harley definitely go together, because he's got an old school like plunger, and she's got explosives on her side. Mm-hmm. And then, she's got her hammer and stuff like that, and the Joker just looks like the Joker. But, so, I'll have my Batman Animated Series representation. I don't really think I need more than that. That's like basically the 3.
All the animated series.
I don't. Maybe Robin. Maybe.
No, that's fuck you.
I need Dick Grayson.
No, you don't.
Well, if I got Batman, Joker, and Harley Quinn, I might as well at least get Joker or Harley. Fuck.
Harley Quinn's not really a bad guy, though.
No, she's a neutral.
And now she's actually in the comics. She's actually been a Robin, and she's been Batman's partner.
She's chaotic neutral.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Well, I mean, like in the Batman White Knight stuff that you still need to read. She's a very complex character in that comic.
Mine animated series, and I know people feel a certain way about it, but Joker's not even in my top 5 animated series characters. Like, I love him, but he's not in my top 5. It's Batman, Harley, Mr. Freeze,
Yeah,
Clock King, Robin, and then Joker.
Clock King, really?
I love the Clock King. I love that character. I love how they did him in the show. I thought that was one of the best episodes. Oh no, I take that back. So it's not Robin. It was the Hardak. I love that My Silicone Soul episode with Hardak. The robot Batman.
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
So I love that episode. So it was and also I'm not 1,000% sure, but I'm pretty sure by the voice, the guy who made Hardak in that, he sounds like that. Did you ever watch the Bob Newhart show?
Yeah.
My name's Larry, and this is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl.
Yeah.
Like, he sounds like Larry. Like, I think that same actor did his voice. Oh. I'd have to look it up. I'm too lazy to do it. But
it would be nice if CGM would actually be here to do his job.
Yeah.
But no, he's got to be camping.
Doing fake shit.
Hardak. It's
My Silicone Soul.
Is it CK or just C?
It's HARDAC.
Yeah, I got it right there. Okay.
It's not Hardak. It's the guy who creates him.
I know. So the doctor that created him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because Hardak was the big ass robot.
Yeah.
I got it. That's right. It was an acronym.
Mm-hmm.
But you want the voice of the guy who created it.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find the cast here. Was that Hamilton Hill? Is that the name of the guy?
Hamilton Hill's the mayor. Mayor Hill.
Oh, Mayor Hill. Okay, I see it. Oh, that's people he duplicated. Sorry.
Yep.
Why am I not getting more information here? Hold on. Carl Rossum.
Rossum. It's Rossum.
But I gotta find the.
I almost said Gizm, so I knew I was close. I knew it was something weird like that.
That's a different thing entirely.
No, I didn't say Jism. I said Gizm,
I didn't either.
Like GISSOM, like Gizm.
Okay. Heart of Steel. That's the other thing.
It's the same thing though. Heart of Steel. There was 2 of them. There was My Silicone Soul.
William Sanderson.
Okay.
Who is the guy from the Bob Newhart show?
He is.
Yep.
I knew it sounded like him.
Yep, this is right there. Oh, actually, it was just called Newhart. That wasn't the.
Yeah, that was Newhart. Bob Newhart was where he was.
As soon as I saw this, it actually funny the character looks like him. Like they drew it like him. Yeah, it's 100%. Yep. As soon as I saw his face, I knew who he was.
Every time he's talking to Batman, I keep waiting for him to like he introduces his assistant.
Yeah.
And I waited for him to say, "And this is my other brother, Daryl." Like I was waiting for him to say it, like because it just sounded just like him.
Yeah.
So, nice, nailed it.
Yep. This is Harvey and my other robot Harvey.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. So fun times. Update to my medical situation. Since last week I was talking about my pain and swelling. After
You're still broken. Update complete.
Update still fucked up. However, we know what I don't have, and that is anything going on internally after two different blood screenings and 2 different CT scans. Thanks, doctors, for not ordering a fucking X-ray, which would have given us the answers immediately.
Did they ever find the cat?
Huh?
Did they ever find the cat?
There was no cat, Ricky.
You said they were scanning you for a cat.
No, I didn't. I said CT. There's no A, you fuck.
There is a A. It's just a silent A.
No, it's not. They don't scan cats anymore. So, but either way, I think if my own doctor had listened to me to begin with, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to be firing them after the way they treated me this weekend. I don't know if I mentioned this. I might have mentioned it to you, but what happened was they, after going to the ER on Tuesday night, like I mentioned already, basically stayed there all fucking night, got 0 answers, and even they didn't do any X-rays despite everything I told them. I walked right past the fucking X-ray machine. I'd have been like, hey, I could just lay down right there. You guys can just nuke me a couple times and see what's wrong. But so Friday, on my way home from work, a solid 5 days from my initial scan, my doctor calls me 30 minutes before their office closes, and it basically says, your CT scan showed no acute issues. You need to change your diet to deal with your liver enzymes. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Yeah. Take
Like,
care now. Bye-bye.
literally didn't get to ask any questions. Didn't get to say I went to the ER. Didn't say that I've gotten worse. Nothing. And, like, they just fucking hung up on me. I'm like, I'm fucking done with these people. It's like, if I'm sitting here telling you I've got a really bad sharp pain in my ribs that's affecting the area around said ribs, maybe you ought to, I don't know, check the fucking ribs. But no. So I went to my chiropractor that I haven't been to in about 7 years. Went to her today and did a bunch of normal x-rays, filled out all the crap. And then when she came in and I'm describing the problem, we're also Facebook friends, so she's sort of been following along. It's like doctor by proxy almost. So I tell her everything that's been going on, the pain I'm feeling, and I could just see the gears rolling in her head. And then when I mentioned that my cousin basically diagnosed me with a dislocated rib because she gets them all the fucking time because she works out way too hard. She said, go see your chiropractor. So I went and saw my chiropractor, and she's like, yeah, after everything you told me, that definitely sounds like something along those lines. Like, you've definitely got a loose rib in there. And I'm like, that's okay. And so she, sat me down and actually took a close look. She literally looked and felt on my back for 6 or 7 seconds and said, oh, you got at least 3 subluxations of your ribs back here on your spine. I was like, oh, that's all it took to find that, huh? And then, of course, she ordered another x-ray of the specific area of my ribs at a stretched angle so she could see. So I'm supposed to go back tomorrow night and I guess start from there, because in theory they could just, hit me in certain places and knock stuff back into place, or do certain stretches or whatever, however the hell they actually do that. And
Science.
And then I guess I got to start some type of therapy from there on out. But I'm currently wearing a girdle to sort of hold myself together, which is actually helping. It's uncomfortable, but it feels better than what I've been dealing with.
Being a sexy bitch is what
I'm
you're
being
doing.
Yeah, I actually thought about it. It's like, realistically, all I need is a fucking tube top for a fucking. I think I need like I need a size 6 tube top, and it'd be the same thing.
You could do an IG thought channel.
Yeah, and it would make my boobs look fantastic, probably. So yeah, either way. But I also got some wrap too, just in case I don't feel like doing this. I can wrap up with the fucking.
What'd you get? Ludacris?
No, I went with 50 Cent because I'm cheap.
50 Cent. Okay, nice.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking kind of in the Lil Baby section, and didn't really work out too much.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Thank God.
The mumble raps.
Ugh.
Get a box that's barely.
Dude, that's such an oxymoron. Mumbling and rapping.
Yeah. No, I got the box that had the words all fucked up. It's like, yeah, it's a mumble rap. You can't even. Fuck off, man. That's the stupidest thing we ever.
I stopped with rap as a whole. Like, there's hits, bits and pieces here and there, but as a whole, following the genre, I stopped when Ludacris cut his braids off. Like, right around that time, everything.
Oh, that was it for you? You just couldn't take it anymore?
It's not necessarily the fact he cut his braids. It's just happened to be right around that same time. Like, all the music just started sounding the same, and then they moved slowly into that mumble rap shit. And I was like, no, thank you.
I don't think they slowly moved into mumble rap. That just became the next big hype, and then too many dipshits jumped on it. But then we got the overcorrection of the hyper raps. Hyperspeed rapping, thanks Eminem. And then I don't even know technically what we're on now.
It was not Eminem. Let me tell y'all, if y'all never listen,
I know he didn't start it. He made it bigger.
Well, everybody always goes to Busta Rhymes for their high speed. And I'm like, yes, Busta Rhymes can rap fast, but he also makes up a lot of just noises and changes words.
It's about the syllables. It's about the syllables.
He's doing a syllable count. You want to hear somebody rap fast and use actual words to make sense? Look up Twista and listen to him. Yeah,
Twista can do it. I mean,
dude is nuts.
Who was the one from Bone Thugs?
Busy Bone.
Busy Bone.
It
No,
was Crazy or Lazy. One of them two.
Crazy
Maybe
Bone.
Crazy Bone.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they had some good speed rap back then too. NF is a newer rapper. He's got some pretty good speed as well and clarity. Also, he just got fantastic rapping skills, and he actually raps with a message instead of just booze, bitches, and guns. You know,
Well, I don't want to hear any of that shit.
well, it's not gangster rap.
Yeah.
It's not drill either.
You put a real hard ER on that gangster rap.
Well, there's gangster rap. Personally, I'm more of a H-Town slab style, but that's because I'm from here.
Yeah.
I like Dirty
See,
South. I like Dirty South rap. Can you blame me?
that's it. I do love. I love Outkast. I mean, huge Outkast fan.
Surprisingly, Outkast is nowhere on my list. I just
Really?
cannot stand that Andre 3000.
You're nuts. He's another one who can
Can't
just rap.
No, I just can't stand him. Like him specifically, I cannot stand.
Well, I
him.
don't know him, so
It's the voice. I just can't stand his voice.
that's a smooth
And
motherfucker.
Hey Ya is like one of the worst fucking things ever.
That thing is amazing. It's such
Fucking
a great video.
horrible.
They're nuts.
Nah.
But I like DJ Screw and stuff like
No,
that.
DJ
Y'all had
Screw's
that out
fun.
there.
Always, yes.
Yeah.
But of course,
I still listen to. You ever heard of Big Mo?
I know Big Mo. Wait, Big.
Yeah, I listen to Purple Stuff. I
Oh wait,
listen to
no,
that all the time.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Mo Amer, the comedian and actor. But no, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
But I love, if you ever want to watch a video that's just hilarious, look up Big Mo's Purple Stuff, because it ends up being like a dance club, like
Sounds
almost Soul Train looking type video, real grainy to look like it's on old film.
Yeah.
And they have Oompa Loompas.
I see it. Yep,
amazing.
there it is.
It's amazing, and it has like this '70s kind of like.
I see saxophones. I see froze. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know Big Mo's face for sure.
Yep. I love that song. I listen to that song all the time. It's got such a great beat to it.
I assume that Project Pat. Okay, yep.
Project Pat hit, chicken hit.
Yeah, I probably actually heard it realistically.
Yeah, it sounds very funk. It doesn't sound like a rap song, really. It's very funk sound, like 70s funk. That's why they did the video that way.
Oh, yep, I know that.
As soon as you press play, the opening part, just the trumpets, you would know it.
Yeah, I know that sound for sure. Yep. I don't want to. I just picked it up, but it'll come across, so I don't want to play too much of it.
Yep.
But no, that's definitely, yeah, I probably have heard this for sure.
We got From Your Ribs to Big Mo. Gotta love life.
Yeah, I mean, well, Big Mo also probably needs a little
rib
support for sure.
Rib lift. Yeah. Actually, while you're making jokes about his bigness, I'm pretty sure he's dead. I think he died.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think he died fairly. I don't know about fairly recently, but I'm pretty sure. But I always assume that if there's anything about Purple, that's lean. Is really what they're referring to.
That's 1,000%
what they're referring to. Yeah,
1,000%.
Dude, I love this album cover because it is literally like every like 1999 to 2003 album cover ever.
Yep.
But also, like, even though all the
Cash Money No Limit feel all over the front.
I was literally gonna say No Limit, TRU, Cash Money Millionaires, and even Criminal Activity aside, I was an SPM fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the music. Not excusing his behavior at all, but I liked his music.
And Texas had a lot of good rappers back then. There's
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones, who? Yeah. Let me tell you about Mike Jones.
I had that album.
So, I lived in Mississippi for a few years, like way back in my early 20s. And at the clubs there, they were, because so close to Texas and stuff, they were getting a lot of that DJ Screw and all that.
All the slab. Yeah.
They were getting Paul Wall. All that shit would come in.
Paul Wall.
Like way ahead of time. Like nobody ever heard of any of these people. And we're getting like a lot of the mixtapes and stuff would come through.
Yeah.
And I heard Mike Jones, and he was on that, my name is Mike Jones. Who? He was literally saying that. It was at least 10 years before I ever heard that song on the radio. Like he was doing it that far back. That was like his shtick even back then. It was nuts. Like I've met David Banner.
Oh, I forgot about David Banner.
the couple of my tattoos that I have, I got it at the same spot. He got his Mississippi, his shoulder blade Mississippi tattoo. It
Yeah.
was at Space Tattoo Parlor. Um, and the if you ever watch the like a pimp video with him and Little Flip, I used to live right around the corner from the PJs that they recorded that in.
Excuse me. Let's see here. Oh shit. Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at just Houston rappers.
I said Little Flip, and you didn't even blip on that. Little Flip was huge for a hot minute. He was everywhere.
I know the name. I was replying. There he is, right there. I was replying to Jay. He said he's out running errands at the moment. I told him to get his ass back and pop in.
The motherfucker doesn't know how to keep time.
Well, I did. He didn't see the email. That's why.
But I'm saying, even if you went by the original time, that's still 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, Jay, you're gonna get fired on your first game.
DJ Screw, Zero, Chameleonaire, Trey the Truth, Slim
He
Thug.
only ever had that one song.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff with people, but nothing major of his own. Bun B, Little Kiki, which I find always hilarious, just the name. Of course, Paul Wall. I already said that.
My name's Paul Wall.
People
Got my mouth looking like a disco ball.
Dude, he's made more money in making grills than he ever made as a rapper. He's still going.
Grills, yeah, and that's crazy to me that there's such a big deal still out there because grills are so like, just you see people with a grill nowadays, you cringe. But out there, they're still big.
But it's still okay. So Big Mo died in 07.
Yep.
I didn't realize there's a dude named Juan Gotti.
Nice.
That's hilarious. Not gonna lie. And they have him direct or right under SPM. That's funny. Doe Breezy. Never heard of him. That's funny. Some of these I've never heard of. Some of them I have for sure. Some I think I assume they were from here just because they fit in the style, but they're not actually from here. But yeah, no, I really liked the. What did you say earlier?
DJ Screw era stuff.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. You said the actual brand, and I forgot what it was. Where TRU was. Damn it, you said it. Now I can't remember.
I said Ghetto Boys.
Not Ghetto Boys, the other ones. Because it was kind of a big... Give me a second to find it. They're from New Orleans. Okay, yeah. Because that was C Murder, Master P, Silk the...
Yep. Silk the Shaka.
Silk the Shaka, yeah, those guys. But what was what was the record label? No Limit, that's what you said. Yeah, no
Limit and Cash Money and all that.
Man. Yeah, No Limit is the Tank. That's right. That's why they had the tank and everything. Yep. That was my shit back in the day, dude. Like that was like
so much so you couldn't even remember them.
No, well, you said it a second ago, and I was on board. Then I forgot.
I remember their fucking movies. Do you remember those trash ass movies that had Holla If You Hear Me?
Yes.
Fucking trash ass movies.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god, they were so bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which one did I. Oh, it was The Crime Family. That's the one I had. Yeah. That's the album I definitely had. Oh fuck yeah, that one had all the good shit on it. That had Hootie Hoo on it. Miller Boys, Don't Judge Me. That was
Holla If You Hear Me.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know again because it's hard to say you like R. Kelly now because of the trouble he got into and all that shit. But I liked Mystical back in the day too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Torrential album was fucking fire as shit, dude.
Yep.
Like, there was so much. Pussy Crook is one of my favorite songs. I laugh so hard every time I hear that song.
Dude, I'll tell you what. Like this was this particular album had such like ridiculously hard bass. That it would be like where I would give it to my buddies to be like, all right, you want to test your new system? Here, track 3. Get after it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, back in the day.
All right, so back on track. You're still broken. You went to her. You wrapped your things up. You got a boob lift.
Yeah, I got my bra on. So no, either way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't done much else. Like I said, still just waiting on my thing. I am gearing up to get started on my next custom Halo gun. I just needed to get all my shit together that I needed for it. Actually, Sean,
were you doing the rifle now?
No, I did the rifle. I'm doing the shotgun.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
Shotgun.
So I can do most of what I want to do to the shotgun without any major work. But the one thing I wanted to do with the shotgun was to extend the actual drum so it's correct dimensions for the screen. Which means I have to cut off 2 inches of a drum, another drum, glue it together to make it longer. but it means I'll have to do some very tricky assembly. In fact, I'm not entirely certain how I'm going to do that exactly, but
Don't try to cut straight lines. You'll fuck it up every time. Do zigzag lines so that the teeth interlock with each other.
well,
For some reason, those things clean up better when you go to paint them and stuff too. They
well,
line up better.
there's no good way to do that because it's a scalloped drum, so every area is scalloped. So
Gotcha.
you wouldn't be able to cut zigzag. Well, the problem is I'm just going to cut a straight line across, or as straight as possible, and sand it flat, and then probably leave myself like 1/8 of an inch for sanding purposes, and then just glue it to the other one. Basically, just extending it from the front, because it'll be the same. Just make it longer, smooth the fuck out of it. It basically the reverse of what I did for the rifle, where I trimmed off 5 inches, 5 inches off the clip to make it look better. Magazine. But also, I had talked to Sean about it because he's good at painting Transformers and the like. And I had a hell of a time with the first one getting the paint to stick to that fucking ABS. So he pointed me in the right direction on how to do the right kind of primer. And it's actually not even the primer. It's actually adhesion. It's adhesion promoter that goes on first, and then you prime and paint on top of that. So that stuff sticks to the plastic, and then everything else.
But does it eat away the plastic?
It's probably got some type of etching to it, but but this stuff's so thick that it's not going to do any melting. But the problem is this stuff, especially the safety orange crap, is nothing wants to stick to it. Like it's not remote. Like the paint I've got on mine, because I told you, I had to touch it up after we moved. Everything that was orange that I didn't sand all to fuck or grind out.
This is back to orange again.
It's not back to orange, but if it bumps up against anything, that paint will just flake right off. And now I know why. Because even though I buffed it, to make sure it wasn't glass smooth, I buffed it, but it still wasn't enough. But with the adhesion, buffing it or cleaning, buffing, adhesion promoter, it basically gives you shit to paint on. And then I build my layers and weather from there. So
then you can go back and do that to the rifle too, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh, I'm not fucking. I could do it to the other rifle. I can't do it to the one I already had. So if I paint the other rifle, which one day I will, I'll know better. Because I can't.
Why wouldn't you go back and fix the orange on that one that you said showing through?
Because I just touched it up. Because I flaked it off and then repainted over it. Whoop-de-doo.
That's what I'm saying. Do that again, but do it with the adhesion stuff this time.
Yeah, but I don't want to strip the entire thing. Like I'd have to.
You wouldn't have to. Only the orange parts.
No, but I'm saying all the orange parts is a huge chunk. That's like the entire.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that gun was like orange and white or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. So like it would be.
Okay.
I mean, parts of it.
I forgot that.
You're not wrong on some of the parts are small, but like the entire barrel.
I was thinking more just the tip. I forgot about the whole nerf, that orange white shit. I forgot that's the original layout of it.
Yeah, and I might have to go on. I'm either gonna have to hit up my friend Dougie, or hit up eBay and get the.
Are you gonna have him teach you how to Dougie?
I am not, because he can't dance. But the other thing is, because I gave him the scope, quote unquote, / ammo readout thing that goes on top, because he was supposed to be adding a light to it for me, and that was 3 years ago. So I kind of need that back, because he was supposed to be designing and 3D printing a little light mechanism that would sit inside it and light it up from the back. And that never went through. He just kind of abandoned that. And I need that back at least. Because I actually had custom decals made to cover the old readout. So it actually looked more like the game, less like a Nerf thing. So it actually looked pretty good. But without the thing that's supposed to backlight it, it's sort of pointless. But that's a new project. After I do this Gundam for my buddy Corey, which I guess because I'm building it for someone, I got to do better than I would normally do for myself.
But is he paying you for it?
Yeah, he paid me for it.
So, okay, then yeah, I guess you got to.
Yeah, I mean it's not an all-out like paint the whole thing and shit like that. It's just assembly, but I'll do better than I would do just for me. But I'll probably review it because I never reviewed that particular thing. So, yay for you guys out there who've been begging me to do Gundam builds again. You'll get one. Because
I haven't.
Because someone else paid me to do it. That's the only reason I'm going to do it. Just for
I got the only Gundam I ever need from Shoki. I'm good.
You need more. No, I'm just kidding.
Nope.
Get one from Sean because he'll paint it worth a damn.
This one's fine.
Yep. As for watching stuff, been binging What We Do in the Shadows, which I said the name wrong last week.
You said
And
like the things we do in the
yeah, the
shadow or
things we
something
do in
like
the
that.
shadows. I think I think I combined two different titles of something there.
Yeah, I think the things we do in the shadow is like code for like prostitution or some shit like
More than likely. That
that.
it this current season is fucking ridiculous, and you can tell it's fourth seasonitis. It's like where they're just like they've gone out of the main story they were telling, and now they're just doing dumb shit until they can get to another storyline, and I don't like it. Like I'm just
I
kind of
don't like it.
I'm plowing through it just because I mean, like, most of the stuff going on is fine. Like, it's just evolutions of the shit that happened before. But, like, they introduced new characters that are either completely pointless or just there to be more annoying. And then they killed off a character, but they didn't really kill off that character. They just changed him, so to speak. It's a hard thing to describe if you didn't watch what happened, but he's not the same character, but he's the same character. And then
It
like
works if you don't think about it.
yeah, and what the one thing I did think was funny, there was an issue with their vampire nightclub. So they are kind of spoofing True Blood to a degree. And they don't have vampires that work it, they have wraiths. So the wraiths already worked in the building, but the building was an archives, like a vampire archives, and they said, fuck you, we're going to turn this into a nightclub. And they were pissed off about it, so they've been purposely fucking things up around the nightclub, causing headaches. And the person in charge of them was like, well, they're kind of forming a little labor union. And so they tried to work a whole deal to convince them to work with them again, like literally going and finding the only thing in existence that takes away the pain of being a wraith, basically offering them drugs, and gave it to the supposed leader. And because the leader betrayed them, they all killed the fucking leader immediately. And like, we just went on this fucking side quest for no fucking reason. And then they basically just came to a like legit just fucking agreement after that because they're just so tired of the stress of it. The like parts of it are actually pretty funny. Parts of it are just so goddamn dumb because it's got like the bad parts of The Office, like, you know, it was like where just things just stopped being as real, just started getting.
Andrew was the boss.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Andy seasons a little bit. I also don't like the major changes to the sets they did. I know there's a reason for it, but it's just
They probably got they got more money now.
they did get well. I mean, 4 seasons on, I guess, but like they, I guess they just
I
needed a
think that was
reason.
one of those sleeper shows. You know, that didn't get really famous till like the third season.
Yeah, but they only managed 5 seasons, so I mean, as far as I know, it's
Is it
done.
over?
It might be. I'm not sure.
I didn't know it was over.
I'd have to check, but it might be, or it might have just been delayed because of everything. But I mean, it's not terrible, but it's bingeable, but it's not good.
Peter Ken's gonna punch you. He loves that show.
No, I'm saying I didn't say it's not bad. It's just not amazing. You know, it's something to watch. Jessica enjoys it. She thought it was kind of dumb at first, and then she kind of got into it. I've been watching more without her, but every episode she sees, she's enjoyed. But like basically every fucking thing, every supernatural thing does exist in this world. But I think the evolutions of Guillermo is actually the kind of part of the thing that makes the show fun. Like the vampires don't really change. Like they're just shitheads the whole time. But
Right.
Guillermo is getting better and better. And there's a thing that happened that they showed on screen, and we're like, that little son of a bitch. Like, and then you go like, of course he did that. It's like this motherfucker, and then it gets more and more blatant outright. It's a fun show. It's just not a good show.
It's just not a good show.
It can be fun without being good.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then of course, watched the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka, which I enjoyed. That got me to go back and start watching Rebels from the beginning. And was enjoying that. Yeah, just didn't get very far, but I had nothing better to do while I was sitting at home in pain. So I watched through like the first 10 episodes of Rebels and didn't get too much further since. But, you know, good thing is like I've seen a lot of the key episodes of Rebels, and I know a lot of the story. I just haven't sat down and watched the entire series. So at least I had some primer for the Ahsoka series.
Gotcha.
Which people are fucking either very happy with or raging about. That's all I've seen online.
There's like no middle ground on
There's
it
not
at
even. I feel like I'm in the middle ground. Like, it's fine. It's like, what the fuck are you people bitching about? Like, the biggest thing I saw was like people who don't understand Ahsoka's motivations for what she's doing. I'm just like, they kind of tell you everything that she's doing and why she's doing it. So
it's not that motivation. It's how they change it, because at the end of Rebels they leave her one way and then they completely change it for this.
I mean, that part's true, but I think we're also, I mean, how many years has it been since then? You know?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
this is not supposed to be that many years difference.
let's see, hold on. The end of Rebels, it goes in or leads into what part of?
All you gotta do is just look at Ezra, because he's the humanoid ish character.
Yeah.
He was like 15, 16 in the show at the end of Rebels, and now he's like in his 20s in this show. So it's been like 5 years.
I think, because I don't know what. Did Rebels go until the end of Jedi? Technically,
to Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, like where
all that is pre.
Or Rebels is leading up to New Hope.
Yeah, Rebels is like before New Hope. Rebels will be before Rogue One and all that stuff.
So this will be if the entire timeline from beginning of A New Hope to the end of Jedi was what, 4 years, 5 years, something like that.
I think 5 or 7, something like that.
I think it was only like 5, and then Mandalorian's taking place 5 years. Started 5 years after the Battle of Yavin, so we're like at 7 years if this is taking place at the same time as Mando season 3. So it's been 12 years since Rebels. So I mean, it's been a minute.
So he's like in his mid-20s now.
He'd be in his 30s almost, like so. But given everything else, you know, obviously Ahsoka's older than him. Sabine is a bit older, not a lot, but somewhat older. But the idea is like, okay, so she tried to do the thing she wanted to do. It all got fucked.
Which I don't like the Jedi part.
What for?
For Sabine.
Yeah, and like I don't even know that it was. And I think this is the problem that a lot of people are getting mad about. Is like, okay, we've seen 2 episodes with no explanation yet, except we know these shows do heavy backstory inside. Like we get heavy flashbacks. We know we're going to get a flashback of them wherever their falling out happened. We know it's going to happen. So it's like, just wait a minute, some shit will happen. But like,
but it doesn't matter. Point is, why would she ever be being trained as a Jedi is the issue.
I think honestly,
just trying to make a girl Jedi to sell toys to girls.
I think the biggest thing about it. Okay, Mike. So I think the biggest thing about her being trained, because
you watch her
because Kanan already tried to teach her at least how to wield a lightsaber when she had the darksaber, and the darksaber's notoriously hard to wield in the first place. So at some point, like, because she ends up with Ezra's lightsaber, so at that point it's like, well, if you're going to be hanging out with a quote unquote Jedi, might as well at least try to teach you something. You know, at bare minimum, learn some of the skills.
But not just everybody can be a Jedi is the fucking point.
No, that's true. But the idea is at least she's already got warrior skills. Teach her how to wield a lightsaber. If at any point she starts showing any type of force sensitivity, nurture that. If she sucks at it, then she sucks at it. But we already see that she's got some form of force visions somehow. You know, but then again, a lot of people have that shit, and they have like the tiniest midichlorian count. So who the fuck knows? You know, good old midichlorians, yay! But I think like it's not super far fetched. It's just like, okay, so she had the person that she was running around the galaxy with looking for Ezra. She just had trained that amount of time. If they were together for at least 10, if they were together for like 10 years or 5 years or 7 years, however long it was. At some point, you're probably going to be like, hey, you want to teach me or try to teach me the shit you know? I've seen you do some crazy shit. You know, I mean, one conversation probably went like, hey. It's like, why not? Fuck it. But, you know, Ahsoka had like an okay master who went evil, you know, and then like it's the actual Skywalker lineage of teaching people how to be Jedi doesn't tend to end well for most people. So the fact that she failed because Ahsoka tried to teach her is not a giant how did that happen? And I was like, no, it's ours. She just is probably not good at teaching because she's already like relinquished most of the proper Jedi stuff. But if she's just teaching the basics of using the Force and how to use a lightsaber, I mean, people who are already warriors should be able to pick up some of that shit. But if she's not that Force sensitive, then fuck it. Or if she's just got that fucking twinge of evil in her because she's also a Mandalorian, maybe that's why no, I'm going to give up teaching you this shit. But either way, we'll get answers. I think people just wanted answers immediately and got pissed off when they didn't get it.
No, I don't like where any of the answers would lead. I don't need her to be any kind of Jedi. But what the problem is they're going to have to try to backfill a story in to get the Darksaber to Moff Gideon.
Well, we already know how it got to Moff Gideon. We don't have to backfill that. We were told that blatantly.
But but that's the problem is it's got to get from Sabine to her to Gideon.
We saw her give it to. In Rebels, she gave it to.
I don't remember her giving it up.
No, when she. So she.
Oh yeah, she handed it off to her.
She literally gave it to her. That's why she said she was never fit to have it.
Yeah. Which is why it shouldn't work because you can't just give somebody the Darksaber. They have to. And
that's why that's why she failed as a leader because it was just given to her.
But then she wouldn't have been able. Bo-Katan would have never had the right to call herself the leader because she didn't win it in battle.
Yeah, and I think she initially argued that, but then said, fuck it, because here's the Darksaber. And people were already following her. And we know that Bo-Katan failed as a leader, and she got her ass handed to her by Moff Gideon. And so she fucking lost the Darksaber to Gideon, and then went from there. Well, I mean, like, she probably also wasn't that good at using it. Like, in comparison. But, I mean, he beat her more, like, by, not directly in battle, because she flat out told us last season of Mando how he ended up with it. She basically surrendered to save her people, so here's the Darksaber, I surrender. So he beat her by sacrifice instead of by physically beating the shit out of her like Mando did to get it from him, Like Mando did beat the fuck out of him. Oh, I know they're not fucking telling us to ration our fucking water. You can eat a dick. Fucking just got a message. They're like, oh, report any water leaks immediately. I was like, I've been reporting a water leak to you guys for 2 fucking years and you've ignored me, so I'm just going to let it build up to a problem. Either way. But I think they're... Huh? Yeah. No, this is directly from my apartment complex. But no, for me, I didn't have any problems with Ahsoka. I do want to see where they're going with it. And I like that we have these other not Jedis involved. Also, Ray Stevenson's kicking ass, which is always fun.
Well, he died, right? I
know he died. We talked about it, but
I don't know. Sometimes
his character is going to have to die on screen, or it's going to be real fucking bad. He'll probably off screen him to death if he didn't die already in the show. But who knows? I mean, like, because they're not technically evil, but
yes, they are. They're Sith.
They're not Sith. They're just not Jedi.
I see. Now I finally had a conversation with somebody about this because a lot of these shows they keep showing these.
It's a spectrum.
Sith people, and I'm like, I thought, what about the rule of 2? So they finally broke it down to me. Rule of 2 doesn't mean there's only 2 Sith. It just means there can only ever be 2 Sith together. No, together. So that means there can be multiple master and apprentices. There just can never be a master with 2 apprentices. But 3 apprentices. They don't want them to build a Sith army, is what it's coming down.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be for, to limit the power.
I always thought it was literally just only 2 people in the entire galaxy are allowed to be Sith. And no, that's not what it is. It's only 2 people are allowed to be teamed up together as Sith.
But that's also why they always end up betraying each other, because it's not just the rule of 2, it's the curse. There's a curse involved with it too that goes all the way back to, I forgot the name of which Darth it was. It wasn't
Plagueis.
No, it was before Plagueis. It was a different one. Plagueis did the other shit, but no, Rule 2 goes way back. But because there used to be whole armies way back when they had whole armies of Sith, but the idea was they wanted to centralize their power. Yeah.
Well, they were all infighting each other instead of going out and doing it into the galaxy. They're trying to stop that.
Yeah, and so, but they end up doing it anyways because they all end up stabbing each other in the back. That's all they do. They're like, they get the modicum of power, and also the fact that the one at the top never teaches the one below him all of his tricks, because that's how it goes. which is why Palpatine somehow returned, because he never taught anybody else the secret of life eternal. So yeah, fuck that guy. But yeah, no, but like just because they're not Jedi doesn't mean they have to be Sith, because we know gray Jedi existed. We know other Force
Red
users
lightsabers
exist,
make them Sith.
except they're not red. They're clearly orange.
Oh, shut your fucking whore mouth.
Well, that's why they have the fucking what do they call them? What the hell is it called? The Jedi hunters. What were they called? Why am I drawing blank here? Inquisitor. They have the Inquisitor guy with him who blatantly has a red lightsaber. So like that's the point. Even what Filoni himself said. Yeah, pay attention. That's actually orange, not red. It's like you probably should have shifted it up a little bit more. But yeah, they clearly like we're not Jedi, but neither is Ahsoka. Ahsoka's not a Jedi either.
Nope, she quit.
She quit being a Jedi, and that dude also quit being a Jedi. So it is what it is, you know. Except they got orange lightsabers, which I believe also
I'm just
existed.
not a fan. Like it's fine. It's not the worst Star Wars thing I've ever watched, but I'm not a fan. It's definitely it's no Andor.
Well, nothing ever will be. So can't keep holding it up to something that it can't be.
I don't think season 2 of Andor is going to be Andor. She's going to fuck that up too.
Nah, it's just never going to happen at this point. But I think that the idea that they're actually going to potentially explore outside of the main Star Wars galaxy is pretty fucking cool, because we've been on the same 6 planets for 25 years. We're not even going to... We're not only looking at new planets, we're going to a whole new fucking galaxy at some point. So I'm on board. And
we'll see. Again, I want to wait until it's all done and kind of watch it as a whole and see what I feel about it.
See, for me, I enjoy it better at this point. I'm tired of binge watching stuff because I feel like it takes away from it. I like the anticipation of the next viewing. I like waiting, because
but I think binging you get the whole feel of it, because they will mid-seasons on stuff change the whole vibe of the goddamn show for some fucking reason.
That's usually due to, well, like we discussed with Marvel. Marvel does that shit for, world economic reasons. Like, oh yeah, by the way, Russia invaded Ukraine. Let's rewrite our entire show because we can't possibly imitate that by accident. It's like, so Marvel is 2 for 2 almost on major worldwide threats in their shows coming real after they produce their shows. So maybe they need to stop going in that route and just do something slightly less real. It's like alien invasion, cool. Except the problem isn't the alien invasion; it's the Russian invasion that actually caused the problem. It's like they wanted to do a pandemic show. Fuck. They wanted to do a Russian invasion show. Fuck. All right, what next? China? No.
Nope.
Australia, they had one whole series about Australia burning. Oh, motherfucker. Like, they're just going to... The next one's going to be about the 2024 election. It's like, no. Either way. There was something... I'm currently, haven't finished it yet, but I'm rewatching one of my old favorite movies, and hopefully Dante and I will be reviewing it over on my SHOKY channel. I'm not going to do it here because it'd be silly. But one of my favorite old ass movies, one of those movies is so bad it's good, and that's Robot Jocks. I love that fucking movie. Turns out it's on Tubi, so
everything's on Tubi.
I didn't have to dig it out of my fucking DVD collection. I can actually watch it with ads. And the cool thing is, I guess somebody at Tubi goes, "Hey, it makes sense to put an ad here instead of just all willy nilly in the middle of a fucking sentence like some other people do." But it's still one of my old school favorite fucking movies, and I'm enjoying rewatching it currently. So I'll be finishing that up after we're done recording. Definitely a fun one if you like slightly dystopian slightly dystopian future with mech battles. So if there's anything that ever like pushed along my love of fucking big robots and humans driving them, it was that. So yay. Okay, so that's pretty much it for me.
Let's see.
What have you been playing with all this time, anyways?
Transforming my new age Dinobots.
Okay.
I'm transforming to get a picture of them in Dino mode together.
So on that sludge, have you got them in Dino mode already? Yeah, let me see. The one. Okay, you're partially there in these. I just love the fact that this
I got a
one.
Grimlock gun.
Yeah, I enjoyed that, at least from the pictures I've seen, that he actually has proper head and neck swivel, unlike the old one that didn't have anything like that. It was, you can only move the head up and down. That's it. That was the only
Yeah.
movement
It's
you
on a
could have
ball.
at all.
It's on a ball peg.
No, the dino head.
Oh yeah, this thing's got like here,
Yeah.
and here. It's got,
No, proper
like, so this one
articulation
will
is amazing.
move. The yellow one will move. They all
Yeah.
rotate opposite each
So-
other, and the head goes too.
So whenever I get that one, I will do a comparison to the DX9 version, because the reason why the DX9 one was jacked up is because he reverses the transformation between the tail and the head. The tail went to his back and the head went into his feet. In this case, it's gone back to a head on the back, tail in the feet. So, yeah, it makes more fucking sense. Although that is still a much better way than what the fucking Studio Series did with the fucking single hinge at the base of the neck that goes brrr. Yeah, it looks stupid as shit, but it is what it is. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
I didn't even start.
I know.
Let's see what I would do. I burned through Jack Ryan. I don't remember if I mentioned that last time. The final season of Jack Ryan on Amazon.
Nice.
They wrapped it up, but they didn't need to have to wrap it up. You know, they kind of
Just
they
because
just got it over with.
Just
No,
Krasinski.
Yeah, he said he said I
Oh.
signed on for 4 seasons, and that's it.
We have our visitor. Just
We
in
have
time.
a visitor. We have a Jay.
We have a J finally.
What up, Jay?
Can
Yeah,
you-
sorry about that.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Good. As long as you can. So actually, you're just in time to hear Ricky's week.
Yeah.
So I did Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
Trying to remember if I watched anything of import. Not really. I went on a trip. Went up to New
Yeah.
Jersey for PodCon. Just got back from that last night about 12:30, almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Had a blast per usual, hanging out with all the Realm guys
Yeah.
and everything.
You were on the news, technically.
Yeah, I was. Like,
Your backside was featured.
well, I haven't watched it, but they said you see more, I guess. But I didn't watch it. I don't care about that stuff. So yeah, I was up there, did that, hung out with the Realm guys. We did the rock party. Was an absolute blast seeing everybody. BotCon was amazing.
Looked awesome.
Yeah, and he's still doing a great job. Like, and he's killing it up there with the BotCons. I think he found the formula, I think.
Yep.
I think he figured it out. Whatever it is to make it work, he's got it figured out.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty solid thing.
It was cool. I don't know if this name means anything to you, Scott McNeil.
I love Scott McNeil.
Okay, so he was staying in our same hotel, so I got to hang out with him a bunch and like drinking with him and hanging out with him and stuff.
Yeah.
Super cool dude.
Dude, I haven't seen him in a couple of years, and he looked
He's
smaller.
Yes, he's he's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Very small.
Yeah, because I saw the panel with him where he's just answering questions and stuff. I was like, is that Scott? I was like, it has to be Scott. Look at the way he's dressed. But I was like, damn, he's even lost, like, his arms aren't as big.
Yeah, he's small. He's lost a lot of weight.
Uh-oh. We lost Jay again.
Okay. He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But he's super chill dude, like super cool just hanging out with him. Like so meeting him, hanging out with him was cool.
Yeah, you might have to kill your camera now
Why?
It keeps dropping me.
because it's probably too much for his phone to handle. Yeah. Hopefully that'll work.
How do you call it? What else? I'm trying to think. So let me stop messing with this. My brain's trying to work that out.
Yeah. Stop transforming the thing and focus.
Well, I'm doing no instructions, so I'm kind of brain working that at the same time. So
Yeah, that's what I always do too.
picked up a couple things while I was there. I got some magnets.
What?
Um,
You got
I
what?
will- I'm gonna camera it real quick. I picked up some magnets for the refrigerators. And then this was one of my favorite things I found. It is a world's smallest sound wave.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super teeny. Go straight to the sound wave collection. And then this is what I was talking about a minute ago with you. Simon Furman, of course, was there, and he had out the Astrobots comics.
Yeah.
Number 5, I guess, is hitting store next month. They don't have it, but he had 1 through 4, and I went ahead and picked them up. I bought the whole run, and he said since I did that, let him see it for a second, and he went ahead and signed it. So I got a signature. Like, he didn't charge me for a signature since I bought the whole run. He just signed it right there.
And that's the comics that go with the figures.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a series he's working on right now. Number 5 is the end of this miniseries, and then they're starting up a second miniseries. Of course, I got my rock box. I'm not going to go too far. You've already seen pictures probably, but I'm still going to be nice just in case you haven't.
Now, I've seen the pictures, but I'm still waiting on mine to come in.
I'll just show the box.
Yep.
I'll show this beautiful artwork right here. JD in the realm.
JD
drew this up.
Nice.
He drew this, and it's an homage to Transformers number 70.
With Megatron and Ratchet fused together. Yep.
And here's the cool thing is Simon Furman, of course, he was doing those comics. He saw, because the T-shirt that came in the rock box has a big one of these on the front of it.
Yeah.
And he saw it and he loved it, like to the point where he actually, JD bought a print of number 70, and he had the print of this, and Furman signed both of them.
Nice.
He thought it was super cool homage to the cover. It was really, like I said, I wasn't there. Like the con, I go to support Hanny because I love Hanny. He's a cool dude. He really beefed up the involvement of the Realm this year, like to the point where the Realm had their own panel. Yeah, and
we're running other ones too.
Well, Derek was the MC for all of them.
Yeah.
But like they had a literal, it's just a Realm panel, and then also they were on some of the other, like the pod YouTubers and influencers one.
Yeah, saw that. Shout out to all the guys who were there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Got to see a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a while, hang out with some people. Went out and had dinner and chilled out, played catch up on good times. Christopher is wasting away. Him and Miss Kelly need to relax. I told them both they need to fucking relax. You turn them sideways and they just both disappear now. That thing that they're doing is working great. Like
Manjaro.
Yeah,
I've not
like
seen
Godzilla kaiju.
So I've not seen Kelly's progress, but I've seen Chris's.
Like, it's crazy how little they both are.
I could be on that journey.
Yeah, it was really just fun hanging out with everybody and getting to see everybody again and recharge those batteries. That American Dream Mall is fucking nuts. It's massive and huge. The only real negative is the hotel is literally like you can look across the street and see the American Dream, but there's like a 8-lane highway between there and there, so you have to. There's no way to get across. You have to call like an Uber to get over there.
Oh, you're not gonna leapfrog it?
Frogger it? No.
Yeah, just Frogger it.
Not at all. The New Jersey people are fucking assholes. They drive like dickheads.
No, just say you're protesting climate change and work your way slowly across the freeway.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of that.
Just hold up a sign, you'll be fine.
But the mall was like pretty impressive. I'm not a mall guy. I don't like shopping and stuff, but since I was up there in Kara, I had to stay to work Saturday, I think it was, maybe Sunday, Saturday afternoon. I just kind of left everybody off and said I got to go take care of some stuff with the wife, and I just video chatted her, and I went shopping for her around a bunch of different stores. She was looking stuff up online, seeing if they had it in person. I would just go grab it for her.
Aw.
Picked up some stuff for the boys. Other than that, I came home to the New Age sludge being here, and then my neighbor just popped over because he said he had 2, and I told him I wanted one if he wanted to get rid of it. Instead, he just found it for sale on Amazon and ordered that Fortnite motorboat thing, so I can do like a JD on Shelf Baby has been doing a mod to it and customizing it. I can follow along and try to make this thing look like the moccasin.
Yeah,
Or the
because people have used a lot of the like Fortnite vehicles to
Mhm.
make decent either GI Joe or other types of customs. Because I mean, they're already 1/12 scale and
Mhm.
usually pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty close to accurate. You have to do a little bit of shifting of stuff to make the GI fit properly in there, but it's not that difficult. JD says, but JD's a fucking monster at these things, so it's probably a lot more difficult than it actually looks. Got that. I want to shout out to Sam. Was over from England. We had joked about getting a chippy tea together whenever I saw him, and we actually were able to. Sunday went and had lunch with him, and I got my fish and chips. So hung out with him and JD and Chan for lunch my last day there.
Nice.
And then went and saw, like, most people had already jetted. Like, a lot of them had jetted the night before, very early Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing online.
Yeah. Like EE, I was sharing a room with EE, and Saturday night he's like, it was like 11 o'clock at night. He's like, dude, there's a fucking Uber. I'll get me home in 20 minutes for $40. I'm out of here. Like, he just packed up and left. He's like, it's like, I'm out of here. Like, because it's like, it's weird when you think about it. Because you're like, oh, I'm in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Which is part of Newark, New Jersey. But literally, like, you look out the windows at the hotel, you see the mall, and if you look just a little bit past that, you're looking at New York City.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say it's just across the bridge, basically, from home.
It's like, it's literally right. It's a tunnel that they go. It's a tunnel that straight through. It's nuts. So it took him 20 minutes to get back to Queens, and then I think Jose he's a little bit further because he's over in the Bronx. So I think his was like 35 minutes. Like, it's nuts. I'm like, this is crazy. And I told Hanny, I was like, you'd be stupid to move it anywhere from but here, because even like the voice actors and stuff loved it that it was there, because they all live like New York City and stuff and around that general area. So they pulled a lot of people. He had a lot of good traffic in there, a lot of good cells in there. Good vendors and stuff were in there.
You're killing my hopes that they'll ever come to Texas.
I'll probably never. Like, he'd be dumb to move it. Like, he'd be smart to keep it right where it's at. And I told him, I was like, I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot because I'd have to come up from fucking Florida all the time. But this is perfect. You get so much nerd traffic just right in that one spot because you're so close to everything.
Well, that, and you get all the realm people that are there for support. Like like a third of the realm is like within an hour and a half.
And one of the big things there too, and I told him, I was like, it immediately, like, he was asking me like the positive and negative. We were talking for a little bit. And I said, it negates one of the biggest arguments for us nerds to do this kind of stuff is, well, I have to do stuff with my family. I have my kids and my wife, They don't want to do this kind of stuff. This is a 4-story fucking mall with an indoor ski slope, a water park, a theme park, and a whole other ass theme park inside of it. So they can ice skating rink, like, it's nuts. So literally, like, people were bringing their families, and the families would fuck off and do stuff around the mall while they were in there doing their nerd stuff. It was crazy. So it's damn near perfect. They had a Legoland in there, like, it's crazy.
As long as it's one of the good Legolands, not the bullshit Legolands that only let kids in.
No, I don't know. I think JD and Chan said they went down there, so I'm pretty sure.
Because the one we have here in San Antonio, it's also in a mall. It's like bullshit. It's got like little kid rides, and like they don't even let adults without children in there at all. Like, well, I just wanted to see the Lego shit, and they're like, no, sorry. I was like, oh, well, fuck you then.
And then
I just wanted to see the
there's like a train that runs regularly over there. You can just hop in and you can be in New York City in 10 minutes on the train. So a lot of people were going over to the city and visiting places and seeing stuff and having dinners over there. Like, it was nice. Like, it was a fun time. I was glad to be coming home to sleep in my own bed and see my wife and kids, but it was hard to leave. Like, Chan already said, she's like, we're already looking for houses for you guys up here by us. I'm like, well, all I got to do is wait for Isaac to hit 18, and I'm going to be like, happy birthday, son. We're moving. You can come with us or you can stay, but welcome to being a man.
Moving to Pennsylvania.
Well, I don't know. I just want to move somewhere with 4 seasons, like Tennessee, North Carolina, as far from the coast as I can get, so I don't have to fuck with any of the hurricanes that run up there. Like, somewhere with 4 seasons. Pennsylvania would be fine. I don't want to live.
I'm good with 3 of the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I could do without the snowy one.
No, I love snow, so I'm the opposite of that. I want the snow. I don't want blizzards. I want snow. I got to see my brother. He was a vendor, so we didn't get to hang out too much. But
Yeah, I
I
was
I
wondering
got
about that.
I got a sound wave. He drew a sound wave using a rat bat as a guitar picture. So he was doodling that when I was walking by. I was like, dibs.
They kind of did that in animated, didn't they?
Animated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he did a G1 sound wave doing it.
Well, yeah.
So I totally snagged that. Drank way too much. So
What?
I killed 4 bottles of Jameson.
Chris told you to not do that.
No, the opposite.
That was in the
In the
rules.
opposite. No. He said behave myself, which I totally did.
Oh.
I 4 bottles of Jameson over the weekend, a bottle of Kettle One with Brammer, fucking,
Ugh.
and then at the rock party it was open bar, and
Oh no.
mind you, the same Chris who said behave myself said I want you to demolish that bar. They charge us an arm and a fucking leg, so get in there and get our money back. I'm like, okay, say less. So only problem is they were serving only beer and wine.
Oh,
I will not drink beer. So guess who was drinking wine like a fucking fancy
Monster.
bitch that night? So I was drinking white Zen. The dude that was serving his name was Jaime, and there was a Starbucks in the hotel. Jaime.
Oh.
There's Starbucks in the hotel. So the next morning, I run in there and to get a coffee, and he was working there. So
he's your bartender and barista.
Yeah. So he's laughing and he's talking to the other people, and he's like, man, when I got up there, he's like, man, I don't think I've ever seen somebody drink so much wine. I'm like, yeah, was it a lot? He goes, I counted. You drank 3.5 bottles. And I'm like, yeah. So 3.5 bottles of white Zin, and then when the bar closed down, then the Jameson came out. I mean, I was fucking lit that night.
That sounds terrible.
It was amazing. Had a lot of fun. It was a blast. Blast was had by all, but I did my part, Christopher. So I need my check in the mail.
I mean, I would have needed some tequila out there, but you know, it is what it is.
Somebody had tequila out there. Somebody had it out there. That's all.
I mean, if bottles were allowed to be brought in, I would have taken care of that myself.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, I brought my own bottle, and we weren't cracking them open until the open bar was closed.
No, I got you.
But yeah, it was fun. Went to this place called the TikTok Diner. It was actually pretty cool. Set up like an old 50s diner. E and I went there and had lunch. Hit up the liquor store. Ralphie, the Vendetta. I didn't realize this, but he lives there. Like he literally lives like 15 minutes. So he found out where we were, and he came and scooped us up. And then we rode around for a little bit, and then went back and hung out at the con and
That's
at
awesome.
the hotel. Yep.
Alrighty then. One thing I was just reminded of before we get rolling here, I did get an update email that my next Ecto-1 parts will be on the way shortly. So yay!
That's awesome.
At least the good news is that is automated. I didn't have to go do it myself. I thought I might have to, but no, it's back on automated. But that's another $80 I didn't feel like spending this month. But fuck it, it is what it is. It's only for like 3 more months, and then I'm done until I decide to build the next expensive ass thing. But God knows now I got ER bills to pay for and now chiropractor bills to pay for, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, so you weren't here, but I'm currently sitting here in a torso support brace to hold my fucked up ribs together. So yeah, so finally got X-rays though, so that's good news. Hopefully I'll get some literal answers by the end of today and or tomorrow. So either way, guys, I do want to introduce our guest here. I mentioned it earlier at the top of the show, but this is in fact Jay. You want to say hi?
What's up, big guys?
And you know, if you've been following along for the last few weeks, you know he's been emailing us about a lot of things, and then of course, you know, he's the one who sends in the very long emails full of questions and or have you seen this movie, which is at least a 50% chance that I haven't seen it. Because apparently I just don't watch movies at the level that I thought I did. So I did invite you onto the show to, you know, because we were just emailing back and forth every other day, basically, and you're just telling me and stuff, and we're just talking back and forth. I said, dude, and even Rikki said, it's like, just come on the show and talk with us, if you want to sit down and, just actually have a chat about things instead of having to write back and forth and do it the slow way. You get to hear back from us once a week, It's like, fuck it, just sit down and talk with us, So
Yeah.
welcome to the show. You're one of very few outsiders that aren't like our actual friends who've made it onto the show. I think we had only two listeners ever on the show. So welcome to Naimia. I'm sorry. Just sorry in advance. And, I do want to thank you at least for being the only person who ever writes in to ask us everything. We're still getting on our feet as it is, and you've listened and supported one way or the other, even rating us, which either feels good or great depending on the week. Actually, do you have a rating for last week's show?
Rating for last week's show is
Yeah.
8.5.
I'll take it. I like an 8.5. I just got a hair in my mouth. It sucks having a beard, Like you get one stray hair and then you take a drink and it's like that. So, well, I'll give you an option here. You can either go into do like our normal weeks kind of thing, or you can basically just start venting however you want to do it. If you want to tell your story as it goes. So it's up to you.
Well, everybody already knows my story because it's been in the emails, basically.
Yeah, but you've heard it from our mouths, not from you, who's actually been living through this almost constant nightmare of different. And realistically, we've not even talked about half the stuff you've shared. I just mostly talked about your mom specifically. So
yeah, I did get the car fixed.
Oh, good. You got that drive shaft fixed.
Yeah.
So
the air I was running earlier.
Uh-huh.
The air I was running earlier was picking up my mom's cremains. So.
Oh, okay. So she got cremated. Good.
Yeah. My dad's with my older brother in Illinois.
Okay.
Because he said he didn't want me to go through my dad dying like my mom did.
Yeah, you literally just basically you had to be there for the one, and then you want to be there for. Oh, and if you don't mind, where exactly are you at in the U.S.?
Just Missouri.
Okay, so you're in Missouri. I think you've mentioned it before, but I talk to people from all over. It's hard to keep track. So okay, so Missouri to got it.
Yeah. Let's see. This week, what I get? 3 model kits. A couple of comics. I'm waiting on an order from UPS to arrive today. It's got a couple more comics. And Picard season 1 in it.
Oh wow!
And I forget what else.
So, who do you order comics from?
Amazon.
Okay, just get them. Oh, well, because I asked because I'll get my bigger ones, the any of the hardcovers and stuff. I usually buy from Amazon. But I order like Lucy's. I order from a website called My Comic Shop. So
if I pick up Lucy's.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Eclipse Comics in Rolla, Missouri.
Gotcha. I mean, I have a local one too, but like I'll miss issues sometimes. Like I just got in my Void Rivals #2, so like I missed it when it came out. It just completely slipped my mind. So I ordered it from them, got it within a day. They're in Texas, so it's real easy. it's like I think they're up around Arlington, so it's just like boop boop. Just one day later, I'll get my stuff. So, okay, continue.
Let's see. I've got another order coming. Should be here sometime next week. It's got a couple of models in it.
What models? What do you got? That's a difficult question.
No, I don't. I've got a Warhammer Tyranid paint set coming.
That's cool.
And it's 3 miniatures and all the paints necessary to paint them with.
Oh, okay, cool.
For $40.
Oh, wow. For $40K,
and a paintbrush.
that's like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could pay that for one figure.
The ones. Yeah.
Or one jar of paint, depending on who you're getting it from.
Jars of paint usually run about $4.99 for
Yeah.
their paints.
Was it? There's one that's super expensive for miniatures. What is it? Because Joe uses it.
Citadel is.
Citadel. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's Games Workshop's.
Yeah, that's their
personal
paint.
brand.
That's why. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The other models I got in are 135th scale U.S. infantry weapons set from Tamiya.
Mm.
The German field kitchen scenery set from Tamiya, 135th scale.
Yeah.
And the master box, 135th scale, the South Europe, U.S. and German paratroopers.
Nice.
And I'm going to show you this one.
Hopefully it's stable. Well, let me pull it up so I can see the whole thing. And by the way, the patrons get to see stuff on camera, unlike everyone else. What am I looking at here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I see what it is. Got it.
It comes with 6 figures in it. 2 girls and 2 U.S. paratroopers and 2 German paratroopers.
Yes, and those girls aren't wearing a whole lot of uniforms.
No.
They lack uniform. For those. So describing.
No, they're wearing bottoms, but
yeah, they're definitely not full on. In they're not clothed very well. Is what I'm getting at here, people.
And that's the field kitchen.
Yeah, that's cool. I see that. I like the steam trailer there.
Yeah,
so
and that's the U.S.
weapons. That's awesome.
Set.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
Yeah, and most people don't understand how small 135th scale is.
Yeah, that's tiny for people's. So, for reference, when we talk about the Power Rangers figures and stuff like that, those are all 1/12 scale, so 6-inch. So 1/35 would be more than half that. Yeah, little itty bitty. Yeah, there ain't no way to see it worth a damn. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a.
I don't know why I'm looking at my other screen. I should look at this one. Yeah, they're itty bitty. Itty bitty.
Yeah. They're a
I don't even think I have.
pain to up. The closest thing you probably would have would be a 1/72nd scale.
Yeah.
Or 1/144 scale.
Well, I've definitely got 1/144 stuff, but 1/72nd would be the perfect.
Twice the size of this.
Yeah, the perfect grade pilot would be twice the size of what you got there. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or none of the Star Wars ones have figures, so that makes sense.
Actually, the 1/72nd scale Star Wars Y-wing, X-wing, B-wing, A-wing, and all of them from Bandai do.
Oh, then I just never used them.
I left mine out too.
Because I built a whole bunch of them. I just left the pilots out.
Yeah, you literally have to paint every detail on the pilot.
Yeah, actually, I need to, because I do plan on displaying those, because I've got the B-wing and the A-wing still in, and the original X-wing model still in the backlog. So I do plan on building those one day. I just haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, I haven't been building any models, but you missed it earlier. But I'm building I have to build a Gundam kit for my buddy because he wanted it for his son. So
that's different.
First
that's,
commission.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah, no, that's
let's
tiny.
see.
135. I mean, it makes for good dioramas, though. The 135s.
That's basically what I got them for.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's see. What else?
All I know is FedEx is running late.
It's only 1:30, so UPS is about on time.
Yeah.
They usually get here about 2.
Yeah, usually FedEx normally has delivered by now, like for me. And one of them was an express, so it should have been here like hours ago. I don't know what's going on. It's Monday.
FedEx usually runs. Yeah, FedEx usually runs here about 11:30 noon, and they leave it down at my mailbox, which is about 3/4 of a mile from my house.
Damn. Well, luckily
Well, I live on
they
a
leave it at
private
my
road,
door.
so
Oh, that's helpful. Yeah, they at least leave it on my doorsteps. Well, when they actually bother to come upstairs. If you've heard the early episodes where I was railing against FedEx for constantly leaving my shit downstairs.
yeah.
And it's the first time I'm getting an express package, so I'm like, that's a local delivery driver. How has he not made it yet? Now the ground shows up
Yeah.
before the express. I'm gonna laugh, but it is weird because normally
I've had that happen.
they're usually here like on a normal day. They're normally here by now. This is weird.
I've had that happen. The FedEx ground show up at 11:30, and then the express not show up till about 5.
But yeah, that's very express. Well, it's express by day, not by hour. It's like
Yeah.
okay. It's like I've gotten Amazon. I've gotten Amazon faster.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
I've actually ordered something from Amazon that said, it's going to be 2 weeks for you to get it. It's literally there in 3 days.
I tried the same day Amazon delivery once, and they couldn't do it because they were too far away. Like they were just too far away, but they delivered it at like 8 a.m. the next day. So like, and I've actually gone to work because I go to work at before 6, and there was an Amazon driver out behind my car before 6 a.m. So they actually have they do have really early morning deliveries for Amazon. So it's an option, but I didn't have to do it, but because maybe I did. That was when I was putting the sound equipment together to go on vacation. So I actually needed that shit like fast. It was like the last couple chords I needed. So I did have to put a rush job on that, but not like I needed it at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to the point that it's just whenever I order something, when it gets here, it gets here.
Yeah.
No. I wanted to show you some other of my models.
What am I looking at there? It looked like a Star Trek. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. I meant to enlarge your
Star
screen.
Trek.
Oh yeah, that's
It's the Allworth class.
Allworth,
1/1000 scale.
They otherwise known as coffin on wings. And there's you got the bird of prey, Klingon.
I got the the 1/1000 scale 2-pack that AMT put out.
Oh, nice.
And then I got that.
Yep. Blockade runner, 10-4.
Yep.
I got a really really small one of those that came with my Star Destroyer.
That's actually 1/1000 scale.
Yeah, no. Itty bitty 10-4 with an itty bitty.
The one you
Falcon.
got yeah.
Is that 1/1000? Yeah, it is. It's because I remember the measurement. It's like 1 foot. So yeah, it's 12 inches long and it's 1,000 scale. Totally makes sense.
What the
Star
Destroyer?
Yeah.
That's 1/5000 scale.
1/5000?
Yep.
They have a 5,000, but I thought the big lighting edition was 1,000.
No, the big lighting edition is 1/5000 scale because they put out the lighting edition as a special edition of it, and the non-light edition is the standard release version of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's up. I can't see the whole box. It's just right up there on the shelf.
Yeah.
That means that. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Now that I think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, because your one is probably your 10-5 is probably about the size of maybe.
I think it was about an inch long.
It's about probably that big.
Think so, yeah.
Right there.
Pretty much.
About,
It's in one of these boxes somewhere. I'd pull it out. Unfortunately, none of that's on display anymore.
That's one thing that should be on display.
Yeah, well, that's the problem when your displays are all jacked up and you have nowhere to put stuff.
Most of my kits are in the box that they came in, except for the 1/350th scale Klingon bird of prey, the 1/1000 scale Romulan bird of prey, my Mewtwo, and my Lugia from Bandai.
Ah, very nice. Okay, yeah. So just confirming with myself, it was 1/5000. Not that I didn't believe you. I'm just confirming because it's like I did the video. I built the damn thing. You'd think I'd remember, but it's been a minute.
Yeah.
I've had bowel obstruction since then.
I've
That's,
got
that's the way I look at it. It's like I've had major medical issues since then. I don't remember.
now you hate those type of kits, don't you?
Yeah, especially when they're upside down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the SD
Sorry.
world, the little SD world things. Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
bad. They're not bad, but they're not for me. I didn't even build the one I had. Oh yeah, that's how they look out of the box for sure.
Yeah.
Not a damn thing on it. That's a death scythe.
Yep.
I couldn't even tell from the box when you held it up. I could tell it was death scythe. Yeah, I still actually
Yeah.
I have a few. For those who think I 100% abandoned Gundam, I still have some. Like I got rid of most of my backlog. Oh, Ricky's back.
Yeah.
We got a Ricky back. But like I didn't 100% abandon it. I just stopped. It was no longer my primary thing, and I got rid of most of it. Still want to get rid of the collection itself, but that's just mostly for.
I think Jay just doesn't want me to see his pretty face because he has his camera on and cut it off just because I'm back.
Well, he turns it on to show me stuff, and then turns it back off to save bandwidth.
Gotcha.
He went full T-Pain a minute ago. You missed it. Full auto tune.
Yeah, all roboto.
Oh yeah.
Now, which one? There was one I wanted to show you, and oh yeah, I gotta go get it.
All right, what'd you go get?
Oh yeah.
What'd you get?
Oh, hold on, let me bring your big screen up so I can see. I see a Corvette Stingray.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was the first. I was out of modeling for 10, 15 years. And that was the first one I put together.
Nice.
Getting back into the kit.
Nice.
The old school Stingray 3 was one of the very first model kits I ever built. I need to get out my Eagle Moss stuff one of these days. I'm gonna figure out how.
The only Eagle Moss stuff I have is I have some of the Batman statues that they made, and I have their some of their Batman.
Oh, SHOKY, Fan Home.
Yeah.
Is putting out the the Star Trek ships, so you may be able to get the Voyager.
Well, no, it's not Fan Home. It's actually coming from.
No, it's no. I saw something on it. It is Fan Home. It was on Trek Culture.
Yeah, because I get the emails.
It is Fan Home. D'Agostini is the thing, but they're
D'Agostino does the model kits, but the
no, they got the license, but Fan Home is their ones that do the the statues and their that sort of stuff.
Master
1/1000 scale UA.
So it's actually coming
Master
from
Replicas,
Master Replicas. Yeah.
Master Replicas was the ones that were doing it afterwards.
Yeah.
And now Fan Home's going to do it. 1/1000.
Oh, because I mean,
Enterprise
literally
B.
yesterday I got an email from Master Replicas about the new drops. So I mean, like if Fan Home,
they're doing
if they're handing it off to them, maybe sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're the ones
and
distributing.
This is 1/650th scale USS Reliant.
Big girl. That's a big kit. Oh yeah, and you have to paint the entire thing. Not even molded in color. That's the pain in the ass.
Actually, it's molded in white.
Just close,
but it's aged white. Yeah, you need the pearlescent.
Yeah,
white in order to do it properly. Well, let's see.
Oh, it could also be because the way Trek Culture said it, that could be who's distributing it in the UK.
Well, Fan Home's going to be the one that's distributing it in the US.
Yeah, because like I said, I get the...
They said Master Replicas were the ones doing it after Eagle Moss went under.
Yeah.
Up until Fan Home got the things distributed.
Okay.
Just D'Agostini did.
Because they must have changed that like very recently. Because I mean, like the...
I think it was either yesterday or the day before that I saw the video on it.
Okay, yeah. So it would have to be super recent because like I get the emails weekly for the next drops. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, regardless, it's coming from the same people no matter what. It's just who's slinging it across the ocean. It's really what it comes down to. Because like the XL Voyager is really the only thing I want, and I could honestly just go see if that comic book store still has it sitting in stock all these years later, because it's possible that they never sold it. But I mean, that's like bottom of the list of stuff that I need, because I have like 90% of the ships I want. I mean, like, and it's like I even thought about getting the.
Are you going to get the Enterprise F and G?
Probably not, because they don't mean anything to me. They're cool. The F is dumb. I actually don't like the design of the F, because I feel like it looks like a big mouth shark scooping up fish.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the G is fine, because I do like the Neo Constitution, but it doesn't mean anything to me. So I mean, I'm good with all the way up to E. Because I don't even have the J, like, because it's just absurd. Now, if they
he's sitting right there. You don't have to talk like that.
not that one, but the if they ever do, if they ever make an XL version of the Enterprise original Enterprise refit, the NX-01 refit, if they ever do an XL version of that, I will 100% buy it, because I don't want the small. I don't want the small version.
Size queen. Well, like I said.
Yeah.
Shoki, you ever had any of them?
Yeah, I've had them. I had the small cans. It's pretty good. Alcoholic lemonade. I'm on board.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not drinking a lot right now.
No.
Ow! I just moved in a bad way. Rikki didn't like the twisted teas, as we discussed last week.
I don't like anything that's like fucking beer.
Which makes no sense.
I hate the taste of hops and barley.
Shit up. There's no hops and barley in it at all.
It is. I said there is.
He doesn't even know how beer is made.
That's because I don't care.
You don't even know how Jameson is made.
I'm not some hipster running around. And I put the petunia. Fuck out of here.
You hear that?
The only beer I'll drink is Corona.
Get out of here.
Yeah, don't start talking about beer around. Don't start talking about beer around Shoki. This motherfucker will try to out science you on that shit. Fuck that nasty shit.
Well, Heineken and Corona's okay. Heineken's undrinkable.
Well, that's not true, because there's millions of people in the world that will say the exact opposite of what you just said.
Yep, and a lot of people drink out of infected rivers too. So it is what it is.
Now,
what the hell does Michigan do to you, man? Yeah.
As for hard liquor, it's Seagram 7
like
or Smirnoff, Captain Morgan, Jack Daniels.
Yep, I'll do Jack Daniels and Honey Jack.
Yeah, I got both of them. Jose Cuervo tequila.
I don't do any kind of tequilas.
I'm out on the Cuervo.
Yeah, sure. He's gonna make fun of you because he's pretentious about his tequilas. So,
well, I like flavor.
Silver Special Label. Silver Special Label. I don't go for anything less than a Silver Special Label.
Okay.
It's completely different than the run-of-the-mill Jose Cuervo.
Well, of course it is.
Crown Royal.
Okay, I'm with you on the Crown at least. I like Crown.
And
I don't own any, but I do like Crown.
I've got a bottle of Jägermeister I took one drink out of, and I will not finish that bottle ever.
Use that to water the grass.
No, you use that to kill the weeds.
Yeah.
Same difference. Water the grass, kill the weeds, whatever.
Look, I love the fact. I love how humans have restructured what something is. Like, grass is actually an invasive weed, and everybody's like, no, you have to have grass. You have to get everything else out of there.
The funny thing is, it's better than the other invasive grasses that we don't like. But we even got to the point that we're like, no, it has to be this type of invasive weed.
Yeah, it's got to be bluegrass, high hookah, whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah, sure. You just make shit up, don't you?
No, there's some kind of bluegrass something. It's like a fancy name. It's like that thick green grass.
Kentucky bluegrass.
Well, there's Kentucky bluegrass specifically, but I think St. Augustine is probably the main grass you're thinking of.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Big old thick blades. I like ryegrass because it'll grow through most shit. Like it grows off season, so when your yard's normally dead, so you like half plant rye seed and half plant the normal grass, so you always have green.
Or just
oh,
don't give it shit like I do and let nature do whatever the fuck it wants to in my yard.
Yeah, nature's overrated.
Amen.
yeah, it is.
I've been told nature's trying to kill us.
You know,
so.
The only reason why I deal with
I
nature is because it's slightly less obnoxious than human beings.
Well, because nature doesn't talk.
Exactly.
You're talking about Ninja Turtles on a couple of them.
Yeah, we've
A couple
talked.
episodes ago.
Yep.
I went back and watched. I went back and watched Turtles 1, 2, and 3.
The
Yeah.
originals.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The live actions, yeah.
The live actions. And 3 is
Not as bad as everybody remembers. Yep.
no, it's not. It's not.
Mhm.
It's goofy. It's stupid, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot. And I actually, the story's better in 2,
Yep.
Is it?
but the
though?
acting's better in 3.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you. I heard you backwards. Sorry. The acting's
not
better.
saying
The story
in
is
wrong.
better.
Yep.
Yeah, because they're more along the lines of what they were in the first one.
I
Yep.
guess.
Mikey's more Mikey.
2 is super goofy. Like people don't remember 2 the right way. It's actually really fucking goofy. Number 2 is, and it has a stupid story. 3 is goofy but has a good story.
Yeah, and they
I always
use
hate when people
5
do that
different the scepters they use in 3. I actually looked at them. They use 5 different scepters
Wow.
Okay.
in it.
So they're actually shorting me when they only give me 3 from NECA.
Yep.
No, 2 of them are literally a dusted version and a clean version
Mm-hmm.
of the old one,
Mm-hmm.
or the one that April has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then they have a one that's it's far off. It's got almost no detail except for the general shape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got the brand new one, which they show in the feudal Japan, and then
Yeah.
they got the destroyed one.
Okay, so I think the one that's like looks very basic. That's one of the ones that the NECA thing comes with. So it comes with the destroyed one, the brand new one, and then the one that looks like it's basically like wrought iron. But I don't understand unless it's a reference to just behind the scenes or one particular scene, because I don't know if they ever.
NECA's big on that one episode shit. So
Well-
there's probably just some random one in the background or something.
When it's sitting in the holder in feudal Japan and it's way in the back, that one has almost no detail.
Yeah. What is it actually called?
I think that
time. What is it?
Time staff.
I would have thought time.
I think it's a time scepter.
Scepter. That's the word we want. Let me see. Oh, that's funny. They actually made it into the comic books at some point too. Yeah, because I remember what the original one looked like the main one for the movie, like the very ornate one. But like the other one that the NECA came with, I was like, what is this thing? Actually, it looks a lot like the one in the comics. That's interesting.
They might have done that too.
They might, yeah, it's not even referenced.
Big about that.
Not even referenced in the movie technically, but it's in the comic. Because I remember, because I had because I actually had whichever turtle from the movie back in the day. Probably Leo, if I had to guess.
I had them all.
Yeah, and they all came with one, and the top would come off, and you'd lose it, and you'd be pissed. I'm trying to find an image of the other one, like an actual solid image of it. And I'm not finding one on the Googles, but it's okay.
On the Googles.
Yeah, because CGM isn't here, so it is what it is. I'm gonna keep picking on him because he's not here. Excuses. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember. Because like, didn't they kind of duct tape the broken one back together to get back?
I think at the end, yeah, they like. Did
No,
wraps.
they didn't.
I forgot.
They didn't.
How did they get back?
They all got back except I think Mikey.
Uh-huh.
And then the Japanese dude sees the turtles and runs up the ladder carrying a scepter, and there's a bright flash, and then Mikey comes back down coughing like you wouldn't believe, and it's destroyed.
Oh, okay, it blew up then. Okay. Oh, why don't I go to the wiki? It'd probably be easier to actually see what I'm looking for. I see a type advanced.
Tie advanced, yep.
X1, Darth Vader's.
Yep.
Yep.
Let me see what else we got here. I'm looking in the movie.
That's an interceptor.
That's a kit bash. That's a heavy interceptor.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a TIE X1 body with interceptor wings.
So that's
TIE heavy interceptor.
Sinterfels.
Say what?
Is that his?
I don't know.
You're just saying
There
words.
was
That's one I made up.
Oh, okay.
You're just making shit up at this point.
No, I promise you I'm not, dude. I have all these ships. Remember, I played X-Wing tabletop.
Oh, sure you did.
You never seen my collection?
No, you didn't show us that. You keep showing me Batman over and over.
Haha.
And Soundwaves. All I know that you have is Batman and Soundwave. I know nothing else that you have.
That's a bald-faced lie. We've talked about the Silverhawks. We've talked about the Thundercats. We've
You've
talked
got like
about the
two.
Turtles.
You got like two.
No, I don't.
Well, now you got whatever he just broke. That is so weird. I can't find I can't find images of the other one.
Of the other what?
The other Time Scepter. That's weird. It's only showing me the
You're
one.
still on that shit?
Because I want to know. I mean, he's showing us little model ships, so I'm googling while we're doing that. Oh, wait a minute. That might be useful.
That's the new First Order one.
That's First Order TIE Fighter. I built that one. I'm gonna. My Google search.
Shoki.
Sir.
Have you looked at the Fury Power Rangers kits for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Yeah, I'm not interested. I've seen them. They look goofy.
They got a Megazord.
Yeah, I was looking at the Megazord.
10-inch.
Yeah, it's
10-inch Megazord.
Size queen. Definitely not. For the size, I don't think it's worth the price. Like, because I've got
not for $200.
But the fact that it does combine and everything is still fine. And it does look a little nicer than the other one. Got a couple A-wings there.
Yeah.
It looks better than the. Why am I drawing a blank here? The SMP version. More modern A-wing. Nice.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the big ridiculous actual combining one from Flame Toys, and it's just I don't like the super stylized thing about it. Whoa, what is that? Hold up. What is this?
Falcons. Yeah.
No, not that. I'm looking at.
You got the original and the new one. You got the round dish and the rectangle.
Yep.
One 350 scale.
Nice.
That's a weird. Sorry, I was looking for something else, and this new version of the Super 7 Rita came up. Interesting. Oh, I was looking for Power Rangers.
Is it though?
Well, it's something I've never. This particular color scheme I've never seen before, so it is interesting. Still waiting on my Megazord though. Still waiting on my Super 7 Megazord. Someday.
I can't believe you bought in on that one.
It looked cool, and it fits with the monsters.
You're gonna be so mad when you get that motherfucker in your hand.
I mean, I like the Dragon Zord.
You're gonna be so mad. Super 7 stuff is trash.
Yeah, but it scales with the monsters. That's all I need them to do.
But they're trash.
But they scale with the monsters, which is all I need them to do. Your Super 7.
So you're gonna have them look like donkey shit, like they have no articulation. Yeah. They can't do anything with them.
They scale with the monsters.
Are you gonna have the monsters tearing them to pieces? Then they're fucking pointless because there's other ones that would scale with your monsters that just cost more.
There are literally none that scale with the monsters.
I saw so many Megazords this week. I guarantee.
Let's raise your hand if you're actually a Power Rangers collector. Oh yeah, this guy right here. All right, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, raise your hand if you just spent all weekend at a con and saw all kinds of Megazords from small to fucking massive. Raise your hand. You can't see it, but I'm just raising my middle finger.
And how many of those scaled specifically with? How many scaled with the Hasbro monsters?
I mean, probably technically any one of them, because scale on those things is all in your head.
No, scale's literally on the screen because they literally had both things on the screen together, fighting each
Negative.
other, so you can see the size together.
Then get better monsters.
They don't make better monsters.
That I find hard to believe.
Well, Super 7's the only other one who makes the monsters, so actually, it's not hard to believe. It's like I already have 7-inch monsters. I don't with better articulation.
That's what she said.
Nah, that's 9-inch monsters. Either way. Random. Oh, there's an In the Name of the King.
Yeah.
Still haven't
That's
seen
the
it.
second copy that I got.
You probably should put
You
it in
want
the
it?
case. No. I don't. I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need any movies. That's funny though. American Pie, Naked Mile. I think I own that one. Do I own that one? Well, I don't even know if I own any of the American Pies anymore. I had most of them back in the day. Did I? Shit, I don't even remember if I have that one. I know I had the Book of Love. I don't remember if I had Naked Mile. Book of Love was dumb enough. Like they just became a National Lampoon thing.
But not as funny.
Not quite. Different generation.
I bought that.
Bandcamp was
All
good.
those. $3
Nice.
at
Yeah.
a flea market.
DVDs ain't worth shit anymore. It's a
No.
problem. It's like that's why I only kept ones that were like, ow. I kept collections. I kept very specific movies. You know, I kept like Firefly, Battlestar Galactica, stuff like that. You know, series that I wasn't gonna try to hunt down on another format. Oh shit.
Yeah, I am actually thinking about picking up one on Amazon. The TV show Viper.
Oh yeah.
Viper.
Which
with the Dodge.
one?
With the Dodge.
There were
The all
two.
silver one?
No.
The all silver one?
No.
The original Viper.
The first Viper, because they came back later. It was most of the same actors, but technically a different show with the same car. But they changed it up because there was a problem with the original.
The one I'm getting is the complete series.
Okay.
It contains the original, the never released movie.
Yeah.
That comes between the two.
Movie.
And the old and the new.
I forgot you can't see me.
TV.
I'm quoting movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the Babylon 5 movies.
It's like the Knight Rider movies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean
Like
those.
Knight Rider 2000s.
Oh God, Knight Rider 2000 was so bad. But it had
I actually
had
liked that
prototype.
one.
But it had the prototype Camaro / Firebird in it, so I guess it is what it is.
I like the one with the Mustang.
No.
The Knight Rider.
Oh no, the new one, the redo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Team Knight Rider, because that also had a Mustang.
No, the new one. The one with the
It was
Shelby Cobra KR.
It was the KR. Although you have to go back to the movie, the pilot movie was the best part. The actual series, when they dumbed down the CGI and everything, it just got worse and worse.
Yeah.
When he started turning into an F-250, I was done. I was like, no, I'm sorry. You're not turning a fucking Mustang transforming into an F-250. Like, it's just like, all willy-nilly going down the street. Like,
Well, with nanotechnology, yeah. Nanotech, yeah.
Yeah, nanotech. It just grows a truck out of it. Except they use nanotech in the movie, or in the pilot. They used like actual like transformers, like big panels moving in the series, which I was like, just stay away. And then when they actually made Car literally into a transformer voiced by Edward Cullen, I'm just like, no, I'm totally done with this. Nope.
Voiced by I thought it was Leonard Nimoy. Sounded like Leonard Nimoy to me.
No, it was Cullen. Peter Cullen. What did I say? Edward Cullen is fucking Twilight. What am I thinking? I'm fucking in pain. That's what I'm thinking. No. Peter Cullen voiced Car in the new series. Because that's why it was crazy that he transformed. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, and they actually totally ripped off the avatar from Command and Conquer 3. If you look up in the video game.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
If you look up the avatar in Command and Conquer, and then put up a picture of Carr from the newest Knight Rider.
I see
They
it.
look almost identical.
Yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see that. Except you gotta add a little center section with a little bubble for the pilot, quote unquote. Because I love the fact that he had to have a human pilot, even though he wasn't piloting it at all. He was just in the body. The car took over. That's so stupid. I hate that I watched that. I'm gonna be honest. It's like I heard Carr was back. I'm like, yes, and then he comes back as a Mustang. I'm like, what is happening? I was like, no. It's like just let the TA. It'd be fine. I was like, but it's Carr. Yeah, I'm aware. It was like you broke it. You broke it. I don't want it back.
The original Carr was just another Kit.
The Trans Am.
Kit. Yeah, Kit was a Trans Am, wasn't he?
Yeah, they both were. They were both Trans Ams. Yeah. 1985.
And the original?
Yeah. 1985, I believe. Trans Am.
The best movie of a Trans Am, Smoking a Bandit.
Wasn't
The first.
That was
the Wraith? Didn't the Wraith use a Trans Am?
No. Well, no, the Wraith had a Camaro.
The Camaro?
And there was a Corvette, a Camaro. There might have been a Trans Am in there somewhere, but you know.
And he had the motorcycle, I think, at some time.
Yeah, definitely motorcycle.
That's one with Charlie Sheen. I used to love that movie, dude.
Yeah, very young Charlie Sheen for sure. So Carr was played by Peter Cullen and Paul Frees. I think Paul Frees is the one you're thinking was Leonard Nimoy.
It sounded like it must have been the distortions they were using because it sounded just like Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, I can sort of agree with that, but yeah, because they brought him back later, of course. You know, in the Carr, the 3000 version. There's the robot form.
You have a happy. I just got a notice from Hasbro. Happy National Power Ranger Day.
Yeah, I told you that earlier. That it's literally today is the anniversary of Power Rangers. You weren't listening.
I don't listen to you talk.
Literally wasn't listening. Today is the anniversary.
I literally don't listen to you talk.
I know.
We've had this conversation.
Yeah, which is, it's a great thing that we're on a podcast and he never listens.
Yeah. No, I'm not here for you. I'm here for the people.
Yeah.
What people? The
Jay.
people. Those are like the people you always tell to fuck off. You're like, fuck the subscribers.
Actually, I just tell your Patreon people to fuck off. I don't get none of that money. Fuck them.
It's because you don't listen. Why would they pay you?
I listen to them.
Oh, sure you do. Yeah, this I'm looking at this weird ass fucking read it. So is Hasbro doing anything? Are we getting like exclusives?
I don't know. Just a thing popped up. Power Rangers has the next HasLab, I think.
Yeah, even though they just said that they're pausing the Lightning collection. It's like, yeah, good job. Okay, let's see here. Power up for Power Rangers Day. Let's go see it. Just merch. Yeah, it's literally just merch. Thanks.
Are we recording all this?
Yeah, we are, in fact.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the fact that they announced recently that they were going to pause the Lightning collection line. It was like, oh, good. After you haven't finished at all or barely even started, the only line I'm still fucking waiting on. Yeah, thanks, Hasbro.
It's also the line that you bitch the most about, so you should be happy they're not making any more of them.
I don't bitch. No, I bitch more about NECA probably than Power Rangers. What?
Shoki,
Sir.
do you plan to get the Astro Delta Megazord
If
from the Japanese Super Sentai?
If they do, I mean, if they do the Zap version.
I don't know.
Because I have the Zap version of the Astro Megazord. But the Delta was the secondary Megazord from that one. I doubt they'll ever make it, to be honest, because the next thing that they were teasing was going to be the Tiger Zord, which God knows if they'll ever actually get around to doing. I have the model version of the Astro Megazord and the Delta Megazord. So I got the SMP versions of those. But I don't know. I'm going to end up selling. I'm going to end up selling my Astro Megazord. I have nowhere to put it. It's just so damn big. Like even in ship mode, it's still too big to bother putting on display. Like it won't even fit on the Billy. Like it's just, I have nowhere to put that massive thing. That's what she said.
Did they make the Turbo Megazords?
They have not done any. There has never been a reissue or reattempt at a Turbo Megazord at all since the original. And I like the Turbo Megazord, and they've not done it at all. They haven't even
That's
done
the
it.
car one, right?
Correct.
The one has like a SUV and a car. And
Yes.
all that bullshit.
Yes. It has some vibes of vehicle Voltron the way it goes together.
Yeah.
They've never redone it. It's one of my favorites, and I wish I had never sold my original, just because I like that one. But Turbo is like one of the bottom rated seasons, which is why they've also never done anything from it. And so finally, we were about to start the Turbo Lightning collection, and that's where they're pausing. Like, oh fuck,
Okay.
fuck off, Hasbro. That's why I'm pissed.
Ninja, what was the second Megazord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? That was the one with the red dragon, right?
Thunder
Red
Megazord.
Dragon, Thunder Dragon, yeah, the Thunder one.
Yeah. So it was Dino Megazord, Thunder Megazord, then Ninja.
Then Ninja, and that's when I was out.
Yeah. And then Zeo.
I like the move, the Mighty Morphin Power.
No,
Yeah.
Zeo,
I like the
then
Mighty
Turbo.
Morphin Power Rangers movie, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie when they
Well,
got
Ivan
the,
Ooze.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that. After that movie, they did that one season of the Ninja Rangers where they redid the whole origin, like negated the one that was in the movie, and I was like, okay, I think I'm past this now. That was pretty much
the movie is treated as a separate universe now.
yeah, which is dumb.
Because it was an entirely different production. Everything is like so, but they were also filming it at the same time that they were filming the season, so it was even more confusing. Back in
the only thing I
96.
didn't like about that movie was the CG.
Yeah. Well,
Back then it was groundbreaking.
yeah.
96.
Yeah.
What other sci-fi movie came out in 96?
I'm sure there were plenty.
Cosmic Fury.
Uh-oh.
That's how many? I don't know the Japanese one of it. I don't know the Japanese name of it.
Uchu Sentai
But,
Q Ranger. We talked about it earlier. You weren't here yet.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, so so those are the ones I've got literally sitting next to me on the chair.
That's the Sentai stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. How far is the Super Sentai above what's in the United States? How far?
He was
how many
actually
more
talking about
series?
it. They're like
I did already talk about this,
the
yeah.
one they're working on right now was back in like 2016.
So, but are you talking about how many series passed? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay, so the problem is that they don't technically work that way, but also the fact that now for every Sentai that comes out, the American version that adopts it has to do a quote-unquote super or a mega or a Fury version of it. So for every one Sentai series, we make two so that we can have a gap. So we make up our own bullshit based off the Sentai from there. So the thing is, because they quit being 1-to-1 many years ago, because there's entire series like what the hell was it called?
I know Mighty Morphin was the same between the two, except for the American actors and the Japanese actors.
It was remarkably similar, but yes, but that was only with the first season. After they got into the Thunder season, then they were adopting entirely different seasons into it. Because the Thunder Zords and the White Ranger were from a series that was, I think, one or two series off from Zhu Ranger, which is what Mighty Morphin was based off of.
Racist.
So by the time they got to, no, you're the one saying racist. I'm not saying Jew. I'm saying Zhu.
Oh, okay. Well, then pronounce better.
I said Zhu. You're the one who can't hear, right? Climb off your Hanukkah. Fucking A. Like Hanukkah. I meant to say, I said Hanukkah. I meant to say climb off your menorah is what I was trying to say. That's like you said the other. So climb off your Hanukkah. I'm leaving that bad joke in there. No, but what I was getting at was they've been off for they skipped entire series. Like I think in modern day they've skipped like 6 series and like completely. So like for them to adopt this one into Cosmic Fury, which was from fucking 7 years ago, is even more ridiculous. So it's like they went back to that one, like because none of the other ones that happened since then would make any sense to adopt. But the funny thing is the one that they're coming from, so Dino Fury, which was Yeah, I can't even fucking remember anymore because there's like I knew it, but I don't know it off the top of my head right now. That was a close adaptation, but there was no way, and they were almost one for one. So we were only off by a season from the previous one. So they skipped 5, caught up to current, and then went backwards to do Cosmic Fury adaptation. So, but it's the final season, so for some reason they wanted to go cosmic so that they could bring back Lord Zed, they could bring back Billy. They may or may not find Zordon, quote unquote. It's a fucking mess. And I'm not interested. And it's only going to be
what
like
do
10
you
episodes.
think about?
The entire series is only going to be like 10 episodes.
Damn.
Yeah, so they're just like cutting and running. They're like, fuck it, we're done. We're going out on a low note.
What did y'all think about the new Power Rangers movie?
I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
I
thought
hated most
Goldar
of
was
it.
stupid as fuck.
Oh, whoa, hold on, wait. You're talking about the 2017 movie?
Yeah.
The one put out by Saban.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2017 movie.
Yep. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. It was fine.
It was a small pile of garbage that was spray painted gold.
That you're describing the Goldar character image now.
The entire movie was trash. I talked trash about it when it came out. I talk trash about it now. I'll talk trash about it any given day you want me to. It's fucking horrible. It was like it was fine for anybody who doesn't know what Power Rangers are.
I loved Elizabeth Banks in it though.
No, her Rita was fucking stupid. Making Rita the Green Ranger was retarded.
Yeah, that's true.
Now making Zordon a Ranger was fine. But like had they put out the movie that they shot, I'm sure it probably would have been a bit more fun. But if you actually go check out the crap they cut, there was like, oh hey, let's cut out a bunch of story stuff that makes this make sense and just go with whatever the hell. I mean, the movie literally took an hour and 10 minutes to Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Of its hour and 30-minute runtime, it took an hour and 10 minutes to Power Ranger. So I mean, there's that. And it took.
What do you think about the costumes in it?
Crap.
Good, bad,
terrible.
So you're a purist.
No, I
you like the original.
No, I just thought that the Iron Man Venom suits that worked on good thoughts and happiness with your partners was fucking stupid. Like making them look like organic alien-y things was stupid. They could have gone with any other aesthetic and it probably would have worked. Like the morphers are stupid. The quote-unquote power coins that basically looked like a cheese Danish or a fruit Danish. That was stupid. The suits were ugly. Hated them. The weapons were stupid. I hated those. The Zords were stupid. Throw all that garbage away. The Megazord that sort of melted together underground by magic. Stupid.
No.
The Zeo crystal being buried under was it
Angel Grove?
No, Krispy Kreme, was it? Is Krispy Kreme donuts? Yeah. So it was the most powerful thing in the universe was buried under Krispy Kreme because
that's hilarious.
Reasons. Rita eating gold.
Shitting out Goldar.
Shitting out Goldar. Stupid. Everything about it was stupid. It was. I mean, like the Rangers themselves, like coming together and learning about each other and facing their own weaknesses. That's a great story for like an afternoon special, but like doing everything else and calling it Power Rangers was bad. The fact that they had to open up their masks so they could make sure you see their face inside their fully CGI bodies.
Well, that's because the actors have to get paid.
They got paid for the other hour and 10 minutes of fucking movie. Like they're on screen for an hour and 10 minutes.
For their face to be on screen.
Yeah, and they got paid for the hour and 10 minutes. Shut the fuck up when it comes to having a helmeted head. All those other people didn't even wear helmets. They never even put on a fucking uniform. Those are the Japanese people who got paid for that shit. It's so stupid. But the biggest thing that I thought was really stupid, the alien dinosaurs, which made no fucking sense. And then the fact that all of them, instead of being in a singular cockpit, were in their individual things like a fucking Voltron. And they all
Voltron, they go into a singular one.
No, they didn't. They were in each other's
Remember the bridge? Their chairs go up that bridge into the main thing.
No, they don't.
Yeah, but yeah, they do.
In Voltron?
They all end up in
Yes,
not in
they
Vol.
all end up in.
Yes, in
They all
Voltron.
end up in
Yeah.
the chest
No,
of
in
Voltron.
Voltron, they're in their individual lions piloting.
They have the elevator thing that pulls their chairs in.
Then you and I remember Voltron very differently, my friend.
Very differently.
You may. Well, there was. Well, depending on which version of Voltron you're talking
I'm talking about original.
The original Original?
Go
No, they're all
Lions.
in individual cockpits.
Yeah.
And then even in the remake, they're all in individual cockpits. So which one were they all in a singular cockpit?
There was a Voltron. Was it Voltron Defender of Peace? Was that the first one?
Defender of the Universe.
Defender of the Universe.
Well, there was Defender of the Universe.
There's Legendary Defender, which was the newest one. Then there was that weird CGI sequel one that happened in the 90s.
I think that's the one that was with them all in the same cockpit.
There was Voltron Force, that weird new one that came out in like 2017 or 18. They may have been all in one. I never watched that one. But like all the ones I've ever seen of Voltron, they were all in their own individual things. They were never in the same cockpit.
Maybe I'm confusing it with the live action Voltron.
There was no live action
That may be it.
Voltron.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
No, shut up.
Got him. You walk right into that shit.
Yeah, because I don't think in any version of Voltron they were ever in the same cockpit.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I don't really care.
I think you do.
I promise you,
Voltron?
I don't.
What was that one? Oh, I forget what it was, but they called it Voltron, but it wasn't Voltron.
Well, there's Voltron 2. That was the vehicle Voltron,
Yeah, vehicle Voltron,
which was never even the same series.
may-
They just jammed it together.
Yeah, I think it's the one that was the. That may be it.
What is this?
Uh.
Oh, that's Castle of Lions. That's not Voltron itself. That makes sense because Castle of Lions was a spaceship, so there was one whole cockpit, so that makes sense. But yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter. Oh, look, Hasbro attempting to show that they're doing any kind of Power Ranger stuff by advertising the shit they already had and showing nothing new. Good job, Hasbro. Way to celebrate Power Rangers by dropping nothing new on National Power Rangers Day.
because nobody cares about Power Rangers, Shoki.
Everyone cares about Power Rangers. No one likes Batman.
Yo, okay, okay, yeah, that's what it is.
So it's fucking Soundwave
think,
weirdos that like Batman. Dude, FedEx is still not here. Like the one day that I'm waiting on a whole bunch of crap from FedEx, well, 2 boxes, like is the
Same
day
thing
that
about
they're coming
UPS.
super late today.
Yeah, UPS can
Yeah,
suck
same
it.
thing with UPS.
Like they're like usually FedEx is here by 11:30. Like it's 2:30 and they still haven't come by because they know I'm waiting. If I didn't give a shit,
Yeah.
they would have been here at like
They'd be
10
here.
a.m. At 10 a.m. they'd be here and I'd be like, oh well, shit. But I figured they were actually would show up while I was gone today. So it is what it is. But actually, we've been
Shoki,
going.
did you ever put together the 00 Riser RG?
Yes. That was that was the final. That was in the final Double October, I believe.
What'd you think about the torso?
I hate RG
Because mine-
regardless. Nick, it doesn't matter. I hate RG. There's your answer right off the bat. I hate RGs. I think they're pointless.
Well, yeah.
There I said it. That's all you need to know. It's so bad I threw it in the
RG
box
should've
and I've
been,
never done anything with it.
Same.
Well,
Same.
Okay.
Same.
So hold on. For all the nerds out there. Okay, it's not bad. I just don't like it to the point that I threw it back in the box and never touched it again.
Don't backpedal. He thinks that shit is garbage, and all y'all suck for liking it.
Well, the only reason I did the RGs is because people have been bitching at me for years to do the RGs, and I knew I was basically never going to do this again. So I said, screw it. I'll do the Exia. and the 00 RGs, and then that's where I was going to
That's all
cut
they
off.
put. That's all they put out on 00 and the RGs, right?
Oh no! They gave you every version of the Estrella. But I mean that's basically it. They didn't continue, but if it was Exia or 00 based, they gave it to you. They didn't. They did do the Quanta, I believe, as well, but I didn't do that one. Or did I? I might have. I don't know. That was a hell of a year. I was just like, it's like it's not like
Yeah.
Double October 4 was the nightmare one because I did like 32 reviews in 15 days. But
I think it was 33 reviews that you did, and then 4 or 5 that everybody else did, if I remember right.
Oh,
you mean guests on?
Yeah, the guests, yeah. But I'm talking, the actual straight builds was 30, over 30,
30
including the PG Exia that I did in 19 hours. Yeah.
I heard that thing's pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's fine. It's the unicorn's worse. Like everything I've ever heard, the unicorn was significantly worse. Who was it? Okay, so Dan the Plastic Man, one of my first YouTube friend, whose channel he basically abandoned YouTube years ago. So he thought that one of his last ditch efforts to boost his channel, he was going to build the PG Banshee, right? So he spent real money on it, not buying it secondhand or just waiting for the market to come down. So he spent real money that he didn't have to buy this PG Banshee. Got partway through like one leg and rage quit, and then never went back. It's just like, okay, dude. It's like, but he bought it because he thought it would get him views. This is why you don't do shit just for views, unless you know it's going to specifically work, especially years later. Like, it's one thing if you're in the moment, like you're there, you're ready for it, and brand new, catch the wave. But you're not going to come in 2 years, 3 years on and hope it's going to give you a boost, especially when you've already been inactive. Like, that's the hard part. That's the hard part about YouTube reality, especially if you're already in a niche field and you're a small channel. Trying to do a quick stunt to get views is not really ever going to work. I mean, I could put out. Oh yeah, I know the Cherudum Saga. It's a good kit. I wish they had put out a regular one, not just the GBF version. Just a simple repaint.
Yeah,
that's what it is. But like, look at this guy sitting here making me talk about Gundam stuff. Yeah,
well, I like Gundam.
Yeah, I do. I used to, till the internet made it terrible for me. It's like
I just cannot. I've tried watching Witch of Mercury. I just cannot stand it.
I gave it 6 or 7 episodes, but apparently it's good. Like, it gets good.
I gave it 1 season.
Yeah. Oh, you gave it the whole season and couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's impressive.
I prefer Build Fighters, Build Divers.
Well, you get the movie or whatever limited series is coming up that somehow doesn't continue it but continues it.
Yeah. Wing, 00.
You like the
I know I'm going to get yelled at. Seed and Seed Destiny.
I mean, Iron Blooded Orphans is the only one that matters.
Ricky's only watched IBO.
Yep, that's the only one that matters.
Age is actually pretty good.
Age is good for what it is. I liked it. Most people
IBO or nothing.
I couldn't stand Turn A.
I wouldn't even give it a chance.
It wasn't worth it. I can't even believe they put that out and called it a Gundam series.
Well, because it wasn't meant to be originally.
The original Mobile Suit Gundam is good.
Never watched it.
It's hard to watch now.
It is, but I got through it.
It's every bit of 1978 animation.
Yeah. Never saw Charge Counterattack. Never saw.
I've seen a good chunk of Charge Counterattack. It's fine. Obviously, for the end, quote unquote, of original Gundam, it's good.
The only problem is it didn't actually end.
Well, it's the end.
Zeta.
It's the end of that story, and obviously,
into that chunk.
Yeah.
Well, time.
Well, Zeta takes place before Charge Counterattack.
I couldn't get into Zeta. I got 10 episodes into it and just turned it off.
Yeah, no,
I tried Double Zeta.
Yeah, it's worse.
Double Zeta was same thing.
It's way worse.
Unicorn was awesome.
Because it's modern. That's why it's awesome. Actually, Ricky, you might enjoy Gundam Unicorn, but I don't know.
Okay.
NT Narrative I haven't seen.
Oh, that was good too.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so NT. So I think I did a full on review of NT.
NT's. I don't think so. If you did, I didn't see it.
I talked about it on live streams back then, but I don't think I did a full on review. But it started the whole discussion of, oh, which Gundam breaks the universe more? You know, it's like the one that can literally do time travel, or the one that can hop across the universe. Which one is technically more powerful? So we got into a big long discussion on one of the live streams back in the day, and I say we, being me in the chat. And then it started a lot of fights in the Discord, to where we had to stop blocking people who kept coming in from other Discords. Like, people were coming in, starting fights about which Gundam was better, blah blah blah, and then coming into our Discord to like try to get some rallying, and then it was annoying as fuck. We had all those stupid ass fights. That's the Goku versus Naruto fight. It's like, seriously, this is stupid. It's like, which protagonist is better in their own series? But then you got which was it? It was the short part of, is that the what did they call it? When they did the Build Divers series, but they did the shorts, the Batlogs, yeah. So whenever they had the Freedom versus Barbatos fight, and everybody lost their fucking mind, and just like,
yeah. Well, it was the Freedom in the Meteor unit, which is a mobile armor.
Yeah.
Which was what the versus Barbatos, which was designed to destroy mobile armors.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going there. I'm not having this discussion again.
No. I'm just saying that's what it was designed for. Yeah. But once the mobile armor is destroyed, the Gundams are actually fairly even.
Yeah.
In terms of the actual Gundam.
This is a much longer, ridiculous, dumb conversation than we have time for, because we're already going on 3 hours. So, but no, it's like, because believe me, I had that discussion at length repeatedly back when I was still reviewing such things, and then it continued in offline space, technically speaking. And it's just like I had.
Yeah.
And believe me, I had the entire discussion about nano-laminate armor and what it's supposed to do. Oh, no, it's just fancy paint. No, it's just anti-beam thing. Shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter. It's a video game. It's a video game based on a TV show, based on a video game, based on model kits. Shut the fuck up. It's like they let the nerds loose with that one and didn't. It was like, oh my god! And now it's going even further with the whatever this new reference series. Like, we're gonna reference custom model kits of a custom model kit from a TV show in this new one. It's like, oh Jesus Christ! It's like, instead of just giving us real continuations that we wanted of the story, they're not even going there. They're giving us reference to the story we wanted a continuation of. Yeah. That's one reason I'm out on all that shit. That's like, instead of just giving us the thing that the fans want, they give us reference to the thing that we want, just to sell more bullshit. Nah, I'm done.
Yeah.
And which from Mercury, the more and more I see of the model kits, because I'm not following the series, but like everybody's like shitting bricks over the new model kits. I'm like, guys, this is the most derivative fucking series I've ever seen when it comes to designs.
Yeah.
It's like, they're not even stealing old designs. They're stealing literally last show designs. They're like, come the fuck on. I was like, and I get it, designers be what they are, but like, that is the same shit we just saw. I was like, these Gundam designs, like some of these new Gundam designs are literally stolen from fucking Re-Rise, which was already referencing every other series, and now this one is stealing them all too. And then they're like, oh no, Gundams are outlawed, except for these 17 that we're putting in the series. It's like, okay. It's like, I know nothing, I just see the kits, and I go, okay, fuck off with your Ghost in the Machine situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was spoiled for me. Not that I was following it, but that shit was spoiled. It's like, okay. Yeah. It's like they're just like we're gonna make the most grounded / emo Gundam series we could possibly have, but with girls, so it'll piss everyone off. Mike would hate it. There's too many female protagonists.
I think 3/4 of the cast in Witch of Mercury is female.
Yeah.
Including some of the male voices are female.
Oh well, that's usual. I mean, that part's normal.
Well, yeah, like
they're teenage
Luffy
boys.
in One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Luffy in
Goku.
One Piece is voiced by
Goku, Naruto.
the original Goku.
Yeah.
Bart Simpson's been
The
voiced by a female for 30 years.
Yeah, Bart Simpson's always been a female. Yeah.
Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah.
But the original Japanese ones were female. I'm not sure about the American ones.
No, obviously not. Well, no, that's not always true. The younger males are definitely played by females because their voices will never change, so you can keep it running for a minute. But yeah, no, because even now Masako is still playing Goku in Dragon Ball Super and all the other representations. So the same voice actor for Goku since the fucking 80s.
Wrap it up, nerds.
Since
we will.
We will, yeah.
Yeah, we need to wrap it up because I need to go. He needs to go. This is awkward times.
You guys can Gundam on each other for hours.
No, I will not. I refuse. Gundam makes me angry at this point. I'm just pissed off.
Anime, on the other hand, might be something different.
Yeah, but either way, yeah, we do need to wrap it up, though. This has gone quite long, though, but it's fine. It's usually how the show goes, but we're creeping up on 3 hours and still have stuff to do because someone did not complete the laundry yesterday, just went to bed instead. So I am left to complete the laundry today on my day off after I've gone to the fucking chiropractor.
That's wild.
Well, she's the one who demanded that we clean yesterday, then did the kitchen or did the dishes, and then never touched anything else. Except for starting one load of laundry and leaving the rest to fucking sit there, but that's fine. But like I said, we do have to wrap this up now. It's like we're gonna have to cut it off at this point. They're like, we definitely have to go. We are 3 hours, and I gotta edit this at some point. So either way, it's like this is a live action version of one of his emails. That's what this is. It's a live action J emails that we just heard for the last hour and a half. So thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate that. All 2.5 of you that listened, because I know some of you probably are listening with your pets. And of course, thanks to the patrons for helping support, and Mary and/or Laura listening, because I did see that at least one person watched our uncut version last week before I did. So whichever person listened to that, thank you. Because the uncut version does go up on the Patreon. I know, because Rikki does not support the Patreon. At all. So, and
I would if I could.
Yep. And
I don't.
Yes, Jay. Thanks for coming to visit, Jay. Coming and bullshitting with us. We did this. We did this mostly for you, so that you could have some semblance of community and feeling a part of this, because it's easier than just reading your emails sometimes.
Yeah, this is actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Well, it's not exactly.
It may happen again.
It's not hard to sit and talk about bullshit. It's the technological side is the hard part. The sitting and talking part's easy.
That's why it's the only part I do.
Yeah.
Just talk.
Yeah.
I don't do any other bullshit. I let that asshole deal with that.
Yeah, Rikki doesn't even bother with his microphone anymore.
Nope.
But yeah.
I gotta get a new wire is why. Like something happened in my wire, like when you move it, sometimes it cuts in and out.
Oh really?
So I don't like to hook it from the computer anymore. I think it got messed up in transport.
Was it just oh yeah, because you used it for a different thing.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you probably can't just get that same cord.
Probably could. Just keep forgetting to do it because I don't care that much.
Hell, at this point, it's like it's actually cost effective enough to just buy another.
Just to buy a new one.
Yeah.
Which I thought about doing anyway, because then I could have one for the phone and one for the computer, and I have to keep swapping it back and forth.
Yeah, because like even for me, because I've got the same one. I know there's issues when I record, and because I can hear it in the edit and then actually the final product that comes across too. It's either a notification thing or something. It doesn't matter as long as I've got a microphone plugged in via the USB. Something happens and it starts adding this clicking noise, It's like, and it seems like it's a notification thing, but of course, even if if I'm filming, a notification generally doesn't even come across the screen, but the phone knows there's a notification, even on silent. So it causes problems, and it's really freaking annoying. So ultimately, like, it would be nice to not have to ever deal with that again. So it is what it is. But of course, go check out me and Ricky's links, because we're the only ones here this week. Jay doesn't actually have links.
Fuck you, other guys.
Yep. So that's the new rules. You only get links if you're here. You hear that, Rusty?
Dude, we have to create links for Jay just to have his links in there to fuck with all them assholes.
It's like, just post one picture somewhere in an official capacity, and you get a link in the description.
That's it. Like, Jay got links. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. It's like, he actually made the time to come on the show. Where you at, Rusty? We actually said her.
Off in the wilderness hunting beavers.
You know what? Dormammu's back from vacation. He should be on here.
He's been back from vacation. He's working like crazy, dude. He's been quiet in the realm and everything.
You know what? And his kids are back in school. His ass should be.
No, they're not.
No, they're not back yet, are they?
He's up north.
Not yet.
They don't go back until after Labor Day.
Sorry, our kids have been back at school at least for a week, so it's hard to.
Yeah, they're getting into the third week over here.
Imagine if every school actually was synchronized. Well,
I would. Then there'd be a different excuse for people not to be here.
I mean, don't we have a Department of Education for something?
And to tell you how stupid these Missouri schools are, they're only going to school 4 days a week.
Wow. Oh,
from 8 to 1 o'clock.
They're trying to do that here, and people have been fighting it. It's like, yeah, because parents aren't home on fucking Fridays. Like,
school is their babysitter.
Yeah. Well, if jobs would allow a 4-day work week, fine. Like, but
that would be a 10-hour shift.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? No, you just work Saturdays.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if they're gonna force, Rikki just bailed. So if we're gonna force a 4-day school week, then you gotta force a 4-day work week. But then that doesn't line up. They gotta be 10-hour school days or 6-hour school days, work days, whatever. Fuck it, I don't know. I'm always home. Who cares? Ricky's back.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck happened, dude. I was just sitting here, and all of a sudden it cut out. Like, what the fuck?
It does that. StreamYards is wonderful.
It did to me. Yeah, it did that to me when we first started, when I first got here.
Yeah.
I dropped 5 times.
Apparently it's a me problem somehow, but I don't have my camera on, so I didn't do anything. And I didn't even push a button to kick Rikki out, so I don't know what just happened there. So either way, guys.
It'd be the one and only time you ever did that.
Yeah. Well, I've silenced you before.
Make sure it's a good one.
It's like, I've silenced you, but I've never kicked you out.
Yeah. And if I ever found that would be not good.
I did it live. I went, what's that? And I muted you because you were talking shit. But I told you I did it. It wasn't a secret.
But you don't mute yourself when you're talking shit. Got it.
Well, why would I mute me? It's like, that wouldn't be any fun. Either way. So, bye, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
There we go.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats.